him, he'd be like, yeah, Jesus is going to come after you, and I'm just going to get resurrected.
I think he left already. I think he's gone. I think he said, fuck this shit, and left.
Same with Yahweh. Yahweh would raise the whole planet type shit.
That's the
same one.
Yeah, that's the same God.
I mean, okay, but like,
but he's cooler.
Capital G God has New Testament shit. Yahweh is just Old Testament, you know? Like,
still
kind of
assholes.
different. And the Rabbinic shit, but you know. Old Testament God is fucking scary compared to New Testament God.
Well, that's because he was a god of war. So. Just killed all the other.
Then did he have like a coming to God moment? Or like, what?
That's kind of, yeah, that's pretty much exact. Like, if you read it, it's literally like, he goes, you know what, I gotta stop killing everybody. Because he does a flood, he does fire tornadoes, he does a bunch of plagues and stuff, he sets bears on people, you know? Literally gets to a point where he's like, listen, I'm taking a step back, here's my son, and then we kill his son, and then you don't hear from him again.
Then he left.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, is Count's lore biblical?
Is it canon?
It's okay, we just have to not skip ahead to like 3,000 years in the future, or 2,000 years in the future, I suppose, and find out that everyone hates Ahriman, and because he killed the fucking son of God.
The favorite son of God.
Hey, Puppet.
Speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
Literally.
Yeah, when is our party going to get rolled up on and all murdered because we chose to associate with Ahriman?
No.
I think it almost happened once, but we just kind of stomped them.
Yeah, they listen. I didn't set big enough stuff.
Yeah, they had to go back and regroup and figure out what the fuck to do.
They're like, okay, all right, so he's traveling with those kind of people now. Like last time, you know, a bunch of devils would have been fine. You know, there wasn't like paladins and holy nice clerics.
Didn't we have like a revelation about what was in the pit, or the fact that like Frecky never actually?
Oh, you realize stuff about the about the Frecky Ahriman relationship, yeah.
Yeah.
But that was like out of session.
Yeah.
That was you guys just brainstorming.
All I'm saying is Ahriman swung first. Frecky wasn't that bad.
Yeah. Well, you can't just shoot half the horse, so we gotta do the rest.
Can't shoot half the horse?
It's actually, you know, you think that'd be true with hogs too, but I've seen a lot of people just shoot half the hog.
Hey, welcome back, Andy.
people in Animal Crossing New Horizons are schizo.
God.
Why?
Let me post some voice chat. Someone, all caps, I've finally done it. It only took me 2 months and a lot of help from you lovely people on Reddit, but I finally have my 10 dream villagers. It's now time to start terraforming.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You spent like a week becoming an immortal in like a text-based game.
Yeah, but like, why would...
Yeah?
Why do you care about these specific
That's a
villagers?
damn good point.
What I do is not them. What they do is them.
It's whataboutism, but damn good point. They are pretty equal on that level, you know?
I'm just saying that mine was the point of the game. They made the game for that purpose. They don't make
What
the
the
game
fuck
for
do
the
you
purpose
think is
of
the point
collecting
of this?
10 residents. You have to
Yes,
literally bully your other residents out of the neighborhood.
Chipper, they give you the option to bully them out. That means it's a part of the game and it's designed for that.
What?
I don't know, man. They
From my POV, this is better gameplay than having to fucking crack open relics on Warframe. Fucking, oh, honey, come open your 100th fucking run so that you could have this one mod that's
Well,
5%
I'm sorry,
better.
you can't get this thing for 72 hours until, you know, it's gonna sit here on your, you just, you know, or you can pay it $5 to skip the time.
God, I fucking hate that shit so much.
Alright, I'll get the game open.
Nice. Oh, hey Cal.
Yeah.
Me and my mom went to go watch the Kong and Godzilla movie.
Oh, was it good? I've heard it's good.
I will say this, it's good, but misleading.
yeah. I mean, I think it's supposed it's supposed to be like what happens after the last. Okay, hello, no.
Yeah. Well, my issue is it suffers the same issue I have with the previous movie, where it's more of a Kong movie than it's a Godzilla and Kong movie.
And listen, Godzilla's expensive. You know, he's a lot more popular than Kong.
why are we
That's why he won the Oscar this year.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
What?
what?
No, Odin looked up at me. Sorry.
I don't think we're in any. Why did we play this one?
I didn't put this on.
No, I did. I just like the song.
Yeah, that's fine, I guess.
I've got music. Oh, is this the map that doesn't have the colors on it?
I did not see any colors.
Alright. This is a...
Oop.
Should be... color.
Oh, this is where we are.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh my.
I know this place.
What's that mean?
They've
Oh.
been here before, in a previous time.
It was plains last time.
Damn.
I mean, our characters haven't, but like
How tall are these trees?
Big.
big old mangrove.
Which... This.
Oh shit.
Okay. Cal, can we?
Yeah.
Let me find him real quick. I'll put it in character. I'm pretty sure I put it in character.
You probably have, yeah. I couldn't find it when I was moving the party
Yeah.
today.
I don't think we ever officially swapped.
Alright. Yeah.
We could just make him a double for
There you go.
the silver dragon.
Yeah. Food and creates. There you go.
Ugh.
Flesh.
Thank you. That hurt
Sound like it.
a little bit.
Here's the hut if you want to do that.
Oh, right. Let me figure out.
You don't have to if you don't want to. I know some people like it.
You have the old token. You could just copy it off of that and then add it to the new one.
Well, he didn't really ever have a token. He's just kind of been like a silver dragon for a while.
Bars. Add. Where are they? Oh, there we go.
Oh no. I think we know one of the people on this map, though.
What do you mean? Oh. Yeah. Some of
Hey.
you do.
He
Yeah,
wasn't at the
yeah.
party.
I thought he was.
I
No.
think he was one of the only ones that wasn't.
Yeah, this place got a lot more green since the last time we were here.
Yep.
My unicorn got much more shiny, I think.
So shiny.
Depending on the lighting, yeah, it changes. Well, alright. I was gonna load the train, but something's happened with those. I'll have to redo.
Oh no.
Unfortunate.
It's just there was something happened with Discord recently, and all the images, certain period of time, work just fine when I re-upload them, but things that were previously made during that time don't work, so they changed the link or something.
There we go.
Alright. Party. Alright. Well, last time we left off with you arriving just outside the city. You rode the train in. I just set you guys down by, like, the docks, because there was a tavern / inn here.
Fair.
But the remains of what looked like a big city wall are to your northish. And that's where the city is to the north. But there's, like a crumbled walls instead of, big kind of fortification you grew up hearing the orcs having.
Quite the fall from grace.
Overgrown with trees. See a lot of buildings around that have kind of fallen into disrepair and been overgrown. Nature is very quickly reclaimed this area.
What about the
And the
inn? Is it still staffed?
Yep, there's people there. Even as you are here, like a small boat comes in, uploads stuff, leaves. But there's no large continued guards or anything. There's one guard and a ballista down there. like on like the little wall along the dock area. But that's about it. Otherwise, it's pretty empty. It looks like they don't get much traffic nowadays.
Huh. And this is the capital.
Yep.
This is the port of entry for the capital?
Yep.
Huh. Alright. Well, it's been a long travel. Let's sit down at the inn and schmooze.
You go in and it looks like most of the people here are probably locals who've come in to eat after working outside. As they very quickly, like, you know, you guys look very out of place in comparison to the customers, the clientele of this place, who all look like farmhands, like they, you know, have just come in from a long day's work to drink some beer and eat some food and go home. And they all kind of make space and warily move to get out of your way.
What's the populace of the bar? Like, what's the distribution?
There's probably 25 to 30 people in here that are like sitting down eating.
Are they all orc or high?
All orc, yeah, exactly. All of orcish descent. There's half orc, high orc.
High orc? They got the fucking trees here? I just
Oh, you've never run into a high orc,
Yeah.
right?
So I read about a lot about them. As in my younger days, I was fascinated with orcish history. High orcs are sort of like high elves. Did someone just ring my doorbell?
What's a doorbell?
Wonka.
Sorry.
Yeah, what do you...
I do.
Oh, I could have
You
swore
get-
someone at fucking 9/11 fucking rings my doorbell.
Okay, anytime.
My son's a half
Okay,
orc.
that makes a lot of sense.
Well,
I-
are we really in this place for anything else other than the,
We're
you know,
here for the
following
business
my
class.
thing? Yeah, anything else?
I mean,
Yeah, I jotted down some notes about it as Duncan shuffles through some.
Did we want to yoink like a really large? I mean, this is, I guess, creature that's known for in the forest. Maybe like a huge fucking gorilla or something.
Honestly, with how this place looks, I was thinking more like a giant crocodile.
It doesn't. Is it swampy or is it like foresty?
It's kind of like a oh my god, I've forgotten the word. The kind of wetland that would be in more like northern England, northern Europe.
Like a bog.
You know, a bog, yeah. A moor, that's what I'm thinking of.
Oh,
Kind of
holy
like
shit!
it's like a
We're
kind
in
of a
fucking
cold
England.
swamp.
Ugh. Yeah.
It's not in France.
America's oldest and most reliable ally versus the people who we rebelled against with the help of the French. But yeah, the place is just kind of like a cold bog. It's like a cold swamp, you know? There's not as much water, the ground's just kind of really squishy.
So unless we find a fire alligator that keeps itself warm, we'll not find an alligator here.
Yeah, probably not.
Anyway, back to it. High orcs are sort of like high elves. They have equally long lifespans, and
As elves?
Duncan.
Yeah.
Duncan goes off on his description, and then quickly realizes about like 20 words into it that he's sitting in the populated bar describing the differences of races in common between.
Yeah. And listen, everybody in this bar is looking away from you. Like, they're very clearly trying not to draw the attention of this party. None of them will want you to notice them.
Yeah, Duncan will quickly look around and then determine that
They're
he can
all
continue.
terrified.
I mean, I imagine there are some orcs. I was out of character asking. Monsoon was not asking. I assume Monsoon actually knows.
Ink out of character. Yeah, the high orcs are essentially they're like high elves, where they have incredibly long lifespans. They're usually more talented than their kin, and generally have like some like they're born with like gifts or like talents. You know, they tend to become the best in their like some of the better members. Like they usually end up being masters of their crafts or whatever they become a part of.
And then an important thing that you, may or may not be known. I don't know how common knowledge it is, but people can be like reborn into being a high orc.
They
Well, I
have a
think that's-
ritual that they can do that, can convert you into it.
I thought that was it could be any.
Yeah, it could be anyone.
Yeah, but
You
like
don't have to be a high orc or orcish descent.
no, I thought it was the other way around. You could the ritual was just reincarnation into something else. We just happened to be in the orc campaign, so we had things for orcs.
No,
Is that just it?
the orcs have a ritual that transforms you into a high orc, and it like you have to prove your worth to society, and then they like upgrade you.
Oh
essentially.
shit! That's cool
Yeah.
as hell. Fuck yeah!
Is there an equivalent for elves?
No,
No, they're probably too
no,
hard.
the elves do not have that. No.
They're probably much more racist.
Yeah, because the orcs are more. It's more of like, here, like, listen. You've proven that you're worth this, like, the amount of like cost this is, and that this will pay back more than you cost. So here's a bodily upgrade. It doesn't like give you like make you more intelligent or anything. It just literally gives you a stronger body that can do like take on the blessings that they have.
Yeah.
Because the orcs also have like unique blessings that they like change.
I think
There
the
are
only
people
one
with-
we saw was the fire one, the forge.
You saw the forge blessing, yeah, which just made it so that they were essentially immune to fire
And orange.
and heat.
And
Yeah,
red.
and they were kind of orangish red orc.
Love that.
Oh, and then the only other thing that is a major note is that, at least back when we knew that, because there's been a time skip, they only did barter system. They did not have monetary currency. Everyone helped each other out. They are actually pretty communist.
Shit.
Yep, they still work by that. Still, like they material good, tools, material goods, food, all that is valuable. Money means nothing to them because money is how. Yeah, exactly. They've realized that every other civilization that uses that has more issues than they do, and they've come back from tragedies so many times that were caused by those other countries that they just refuse to participate in their system.
How much would it take to send your country back to the Stone Age? 100,000 gold.
Yeah.
We were
So yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good. So they're all just everybody in here listens to this, biology lesson, small history lesson, and just quietly eats their food and tries to get out without drawing any attention to themselves.
So, Vision Quest. Important question. Do you feel like a tug? Like, what are we working with here?
Yeah.
Monster?
Yeah. What direction do I feel it in at the moment?
Into the city.
Well, if we want to stay the night and take a long rest, we can. But I honestly feel, even though we just got done traveling, I'm ready to go to the city.
You've long rested plenty in the train
Oh, yeah.
as you travel here for sure.
I mean, it looks like these people don't really want to interact with us. I'm sure we
Nope.
can keep walking, and eventually someone will stop us and explain what's going on.
Pretty much everybody here is just eating, and they get up, they throw on like a cloak, pull up their hood, and try and like sneak out of the building past you without really all trying to avoid you.
I figure it's drawing me in. I'll probably be able to figure it out. Hopefully, just follow it, and
Can
I'll see. We don't even need a
do,
sign
like,
necessarily. We'll see.
a vibe check on this? Because, like, I know it's
Yeah, sense motive.
probably pretty obvious what's going on. Yeah, it's just like, what's the... Is it...
Yeah, it's definitely, like, fear. Like, not even in question. This is like, you guys, they just looking at you, and the amount of you know there's trouble. They don't know what the trouble is, but they know it's trouble. It's not hard to tell with, like, multiple yeah, over here, yeah, with multiple armored people, like, walk into your like...
Multiple magical, like, beasts, like a unicorn, Pudgy, a wisp.
They know that you're outsiders.
Multiple
and that you're
undead.
dangerous. Yeah, exactly.
The undead are like that, Anyone that can smell evil, even remotely, is like, ooh.
Uh-oh.
But there's, like, a bunch of good around that one less evil thing? It
Still doesn't mean much to them. Things that claim to be good have caused them trouble before, so...
Alright.
still stings.
Yeah, they basically, they all are trying to, like, just avoid you as best they can. And unless you go out of your way, they'll just, like...
Yeah, that's what I
not even
figured.
acknowledge you. Like, even the guy behind the bar kind of just, like, goes into a back room and doesn't come back out. And you hear the sound of, like, dishes being washed, really hoping that when he comes out that you're just gone.
Okay, well, I'll just follow the way that my thing points until I get to, like, a building or something.
Okay, yeah, so you guys all just go into the city?
Yeah, let's go
Yeah.
down the path.
I don't see any reason to let.
Alrighty. So as you head into the city, you notice that pretty much everything is overgrown.
I don't think I see any of these. Ooh, wait, I see something.
Yeah, I haven't.
I see, like, this wall.
I haven't uploaded the cut. I was just grabbing. So I actually do have. Sure, I mean.
Oh, like an inner city scene? Okay.
Dragon. Custom content. Alright.
Alright then. Tapestry.
Oh, neat.
There you go.
Nice.
There you go.
Where?
That's what you see as you, like, go in.
Yo, this place looks fucking dope.
Oh, wait. What?
I'll load us into the actual map now, but that's kind of what you see. The only difference is that you notice these large shadows overhead
Oh, shit.
moving
No,
around
I can't
through
see
the
it.
sky. You see no
Shadows.
signs of life other than the flittering of these, like, shadows and this buzzing
Even on the
kind of
ground?
noise. Yeah, it's just these trees.
No.
You don't see people in here.
No.
Here, let me.
I'm having vague recollections of what Skipper said.
Is that the fucking Elf Kingdom?
Pretty bad.
No,
No,
this
this-
is worse.
Oh, man.
I remember the
Guys,
fucking-
how do you feel about me flying up and seeing what those shadows are? Completely invisible, but definitely
Oh, yeah.
alone. Do you think this is a bad idea? The Monsoon asked.
Do you know what's up there? Do you know what's up
No?
there? Okay.
Can I try to look up at them, or is it?
I don't want to say anything.
Go for it. Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Yeah.
Is that a
You know
spot?
what?
Yeah, yes, it would 100% be a spot check. -3 for their camouflage on whatever you get. That's all.
Cool.
Can I cast True Sight on myself to see if I see anything?
The True Sight does not help against non-magical stuff.
So it would be a
Yeah.
10, 23.
Oh yeah, I got
23. Okay, 23 is enough. All right.
Okay.
It's a 20. Yeah, it's like giant hummingbird-looking creatures, but their undersides are like starry sky, so that when you look up, you just kind of look like you're looking at the night sky.
What
21.
the fuck? They're like starry?
Yep.
And
constantly ducks.
do I feel the pull from the center building, or is it one of like?
Yeah, from the one with the big tree.
Okay. Well, I suppose I could.
But it
What?
like
Oh,
this seems a
we've
bit
encountered no one.
eerie.
Yeah, no, nobody. There's nobody. It's just these really, really big birds that are just kind of like resting on like tops of trees and buildings and just buzzing around.
But there's like a lot of these birds around.
Yeah.
These birds weren't here.
Nope. These are new. You've not heard of these. Are not in. If you studied up on animals and stuff, these are something that has only come into existence since the lights.
I know. I think I said like sometime early he'd been like at the tower when the lights went out in the orc plains, and then just kind of like was like, this is not great. Things are going a little wild. I'm leaving.
So
Yeah.
Monsoon
So-
has been on the material plane for the last 40 years. Can I make some kind of check to see if
Yeah, knowledge
I know
nature.
if he's on knowledge nature? Ooh,
DC
perfect.
25.
Okay. DC 25. I need not a 1. Okay.
Yeah,
Stand
they're
seven.
big hummingbirds and they eat people.
How aggressive are they?
Incredibly aggressive. They're predatory birds, and they will eat anything smaller than them.
Are we smaller than them?
Yes.
Okay.
What happens if they encounter something bigger than them?
They piranha swarm instead of individual
They
birds.
swarm it?
Oh.
They are
Okay.
they're
Monsoon will share this
beautiful,
information with the
ravenous
party.
monsters. They have like serrated teeth in their beaks and like big old like tongues that they stick into you. And
Yeah, I was
Drink your
hoping
blood.
that you'd be like,
no,
they
they're
see
like a
something bigger, they
mosquito.
stay away, but it's like, oh,
No, they're like a mosquito mixed with a hummingbird, but it has teeth.
how
That
good is
sounds
their vision?
fucking awful.
Yeah, they're not nice. And there's a
So-
lot of them.
So they're carnivorous.
Yep.
Well, that's why everyone's inside, huh?
Well, there's probably no one in those buildings, actually.
Who knows? Maybe they have undergrounds.
They have shutters, and you can notice that pretty much every window is shuttered and closed.
Maybe you're right. Maybe there are people living here.
I have a feeling if we walk through that courtyard, we're gonna be swarmed.
Well,
Where's
like
the-
last time,
and
let's just earth glide. Just swim through the earth.
You certainly can,
Yeah.
if that's what you want to do.
I was also
I mean, I could definitely do it alone, but that's how I think the rest of the party will have to do it. No, I'm gonna look at the unicorn and be like, maybe you should go back to the train.
Unicorn, wanders back to the train, avoiding.
I'll tell you about
being
these
eaten as
later.
hors d'oeuvre.
Oh, we could get under like some of the awnings, but that's not exactly helpful.
okay.
How
I
close
was
is
thinking,
the nearest bird?
Let's see. To you guys, to you, 250 feet.
Okay, so it's like within.
Yeah, you're like behind some buildings. You can see you can like hear it really.
I mean, there's this one
they're
here.
up, huh?
Is that supposed to be a picture?
Oh, does the bird not have a picture?
No.
The bird does not have a picture.
It's blank.
Ah, okay. Well, they should have pictures, but I guess Discord didn't keep those. That's fine. I'll get the picture.
It's bliggity blank.
Yep. Find it. Discord. There we go. Copy. Here we go. Update 10 matching items. There you go.
There we go.
Oh.
Look at these.
Oh, that is terrifying, actually.
Yeah. I don't want to be eaten by that thing. Fuck no.
I agree.
It's got like
I
fucking
don't like
devil
that.
tails for fingers.
I kind of want to observe one though while we're in town. Maybe figure out if I can't turn into one.
I mean, it's just a bird. You should be able to.
It is a really big bird. Yeah.
But it's just an animal?
It's just a flat animal, yeah. It's just an animal.
True.
So you could definitely learn how to turn into it. I will say it's not going to be better than like a big eagle or something.
Yeah, that's fair. But the flair of it, you know?
Yeah.
Pretty cool looking bird. I mean, we should definitely capture one of these actually. Or maybe like a duo.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
That would be
we're
cool.
pulling up, it says.
Huh. So how do we approach this? All the doors are shuttered. Or we could break into a house, supposedly, but that probably not going to go well.
I don't feel like
Earth
causing
glide, but I
people-
imagine that'll take a couple minutes to get all set up.
Do we not just have invisibility of any kind?
Oh,
I have mine, but I don't have like group invisibility.
I have greater visibility. I mean,
do that.
I could potentially cast greater visibility on multiple people. I don't know if I have the spell slots for it or not.
I mean, that's like a pretty important
I
It
thing.
depends who all's going in.
Hmm.
I kind of want to still go in, even though I don't have a way to hide.
Let's use a 4-point spell.
Well, we're definitely gonna have to at least break into the main place then, because that'll need to be a fast thing. If you're not gonna hide.
Question.
I guess that's fair. I mean, we can
Is
wait
it-
outside and let you figure
Is
it
it
out.
is it daytime or nighttime?
It is
I know everything.
Twilight.
Okay.
So it's
It has been for like 50 years.
No, not what I meant. You know what I mean. There's definitely a lighter period or a darker period in this eternal twilight. Because if everybody's indoors, it means these things are out and about trying to pick people off. Because I can't imagine a society is functioning with these birds 24/7.
I mean,
Well, I personally would like to get rid of the birds if we can.
Get rid of them. What did they do to you? They're just
These things are dangerous, and they
yeah, but like
they live in the country that my son lives in. I don't even know if he's still alive or not, but if he is, I don't want these things around.
they're
I don't think you're
dangerous.
gonna
But
kill
like,
every bird.
Well,
Yeah,
probably not
that-
everyone.
I guess it does depend if it's invasive species.
I imagine so.
Just because it's a predator doesn't mean it's invasive. I mean, there's only so many carnivorous things. Well, sorry, so much meat to actually eat. There's quite a few of them, so there must be some kind of quite a bit of prey around.
Oh, there's a lot of prey.
Question to
Yeah?
the crowd then. Since this is the first time we're going on this vision quest thing, wouldn't it be beneficial for all of us to be there? Just to see what's going on?
Yeah.
I do feel like Monsoon's an individualist enough that if you guys were like, oh, maybe you should just go in alone, Monsoon would be like, okay, I can turn invisible.
Fair. I mean, I already have my powers, so if you guys don't want to tag along, if you guys are going to tag along as a big group, I'll come with. But I'll defer here. That said, I mean, we could probably take it.
You know, I think it'll probably be fine if I just go in alone. Because, hear me out. If they have a trial, they're not going to want anyone else to do the trial. And if it's not a trial and it's like a mission or something like that, I can come back out and talk to you guys about it.
That's a fair hypothesis.
That said, if they deny me and they try to fuck with me, I'm pretty slippery. I could get the fuck away. Who knows what's in there for me? I'm willing to. I'm kind of down to just go in. If you guys want to just wait out here.
All right. Are we able to find some like cover or something to be under, where we know they won't attack us or no?
I have a second question.
Yeah?
Wasn't it only orcs allowed in that building?
Yeah.
We'll just turn into an orc, bro.
Or chiefs?
I'll just turn into an orc chief?
I'm sure that's how that works.
I mean, I have the
You need a
thing
stick,
many fashions, so like I could just turn my clothes into whatever the fuck I need it to be. And I don't need a new polymorph for that actually too. So
It's about a 600-foot sprint.
I can turn this.
Yeah? You're just gonna fucking sprint for the door?
It's an option.
Well, I'm gonna
saying we
go.
won't get out on
Anyone have any clue what's in behind those doors? I guess no one would, right? No one in this party.
Nobody here.
Okay. Well, since no one else has made plans, Monsoon's just gonna turn invisible, and you guys here out of nowhere. Well, I'm going in. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Alright, good luck.
And you guys don't even see me leave because I'm invisible.
I think after about 10 seconds.
I'm gonna make a detour though. The first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go over to one of these invisible, and I'm gonna go like right up next to its face. Does it react at all?
Not in the slightest.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna move away from it, just double checking they can't see invisibility. I want to look for like an opening. I guess it's all pretty sealed in. This big ass man.
All closed. Like it is stained glass windows everywhere.
And when I'm next to the building, it definitely feels like this is the right building, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna encircle the building. Is there any like doors or anything?
There's a front door.
There's a front door. Okay.
Yeah, and it's closed. And there's like a very clear like threshold that the whole building has, like this like line even in the stonework around it, that if you attempt to cross, you suddenly feel like you can't move any further towards this building.
You can't move towards it?
Yeah, like there's like some force that pushes you back if you try to get close to the building. After like it said, there's like literally like a special line of stonework in the ground all the way around the building. And the moment you try to pass sort of that line, you can't. It just like stops you.
Probably a bad
denying you
idea. I
access.
could just disenchant her, like start licking the fucking pavement, but that would probably be a bad idea. Well, I guess I gotta go underground. Let's see. I don't even know if I have... Yeah, I don't have query, like... This kind of sucks. I gotta go underground, but, I don't really have a form that has Earth Glide on its own, I think. I only have, what's it called? Tunnel. Let's see. Rules for movement. Yeah, I don't know if I have any temp. I think I'm gonna fly back and ask for an Earth Glide polymorph. Honestly,
All right.
If
Comes back and asks for an Earth Glide polymorph from the
if
party.
Gregorius would be so gracious.
Wait, can't you grab different elementals?
I don't have any forms that have Earth Glide. I don't have any
Alright.
elementals.
Polymorph! Alright, congratulations, you're an elemental. With Earth
Cool.
Glide.
I swim back over, and I swim under the line.
The moment you swim underneath that line, I need you to make me a DC 24 will save.
Will save?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta look at. Okay.
Wisdom, will save, you know.
We're not looking for a 1, I'm pretty sure. Okay, that's a 34.
Okay, so as you cross that first line, you feel something like triggers as you go under it. And again, you feel like you can't move forward. You are able to move forward, but you feel like, you know, you just passed through like the first of several layers of traps for people who are trying to get in through the underground. Unlike the dwarves, this place may be heavily booby-trapped, you get the feeling.
Well, I'm gonna search.
Past the baby trap.
I'm gonna see what's inside the inside the place. Is there a map?
There's no map because you haven't even gotten inside yet. You've crossed that. I'm like letting you know. That's what happens when you cross that very first line.
Okay.
And you can't see anything forward because you're underground.
Well, I
You
want to
continue
go
in.
up. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. I
Alright, you
don't
pop
want
up
to go
and
in.
you're
I wanna
just-
go up.
You're on the other side of that initial line.
Oh, I'm like not
on
even
the-
in the.
You're not even in the building yet. No, you've just crossed that initial like line on the pavement. Is when that happens to you. And so
Oh,
you're
well, I-
outside the building now, but you're past that line.
Okay, I'll go back in the earth and I'll swim forward until I would presumably be.
Yep, you hit the second line, which this time I need you to make a DC 30. You will save.
Oh no. Okay. Okay.
Alright,
That is a
Again, that same
36.
feeling grips you. Something tries to forcibly eject you. It fails. And now you've crossed over that sort of like porch, that outside porch circle that's around the building. When you
So I'm
poke
not
your head up-
even in the front
You're
door.
not in the front door yet, no. But you're on the porch now. You've made it up onto the porch.
I'll keep swimming forward.
Alright. As you cross the
on the
the
table.
line that is the like wall, to the actual wall to the inside, DC 35 will save for me.
Okay, I'm probably not making this. Oh, I made it! 36!
Once again, it tries to grab this force, attempts to like eject you, and this one you feel was so forcible that if you had failed it, it would have sent you to a different plane. And you
Christ.
make it into what appears to be a base filled with boxes and boxes, and inside all of these boxes you can see just papers and books and just all kinds of like documentation. You appear to be in some kind of file storage room in the basement.
I will turn into a wisp and go invisible.
Alrighty.
I don't intend to swim around through the earth. I think I'm gonna just fly around, take a wee gander, and maybe.
So the room is about 30 feet by 50 feet. It's just filled with these boxes and shelves full of paperwork and book and all kinds of filing equipment. There's a ladder that leads up to a trapdoor, which appears to be locked. But other than that, there's no entrance into this room. You're in some kind of file storage dry space.
I don't remember if I can actually squeeze through really small gaps in there.
There's no
instead,
small gap.
I just realized
I don't want to
how
be.
useless this is.
I don't want to be a wisp. Actually, I want to be. What's like the biggest space?
There is no space. This is like, brick with plaster
Well, I guess,
everywhere. The trapdoor is like
that can fit in here. That's what I mean.
Oh, in here, some 30 feet by 50 feet by 10 feet tall. A whale, maybe? I don't know.
I'm gonna turn into a younger arboreal dragon.
Okay.
And then I'm turning into like, what's the smallest animal I can turn into?
A mouse. A deer mouse.
Yeah, I'll turn into a mouse.
Lisan Algoy.
Okay.
The Lisan Algoy. It's a desert mouse in the middle of a forest. Hell no! I'll just turn into like a normal like forest mouse.
Okay. You're
Well-
not a forest mouse on the floor of a filing room. Everything is a lot bigger than it was a second ago.
I'm gonna crawl up the ladder.
Alright, you're gonna have to make me some climb checks, because this is just a metal ladder on the wall. Climb like straight up.
Fuck. Wait,
Like a DC 15 climb check from that mouse.
let me get a mouse. Let me get the mouse's.
I don't know what kind of stats a mouse has, so.
Neither do I. I should have gone with something flying. I'll turn into a hummingbird instead. Sorry.
Alright, you're now a hummingbird.
And I'll fly up to the thing. Is it?
It is a flush.
It's completely sealed. and
Metal.
everything?
Oh yeah, like I said, this is like a dry storage for these documents.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna turn into a fucking orc. I'll go back to the ground and turn into.
Alright, you're now an orc in the room.
And I'll put on some like normal, like the last time I saw an orc, I'll put on what they had wearing, and I'm gonna go up to the thing and try to open the door after I climb up the ladder.
Okay, as you go up, you notice that, like I said, it's a sort of flush trap door. You can see that it's a trap door, however, there appears to be no, like, handle or anything on this side. And you can't really tell if you have to, like, push it open or if it, like, slides. Alright,
I'll try to push.
you push, and you can very clearly, like, feel that this is something that slides as you try to push upwards. It just doesn't, like, react at all. Make me a strength check.
Let me get the orc in front of me.
I'll say this is a DC 20 to do it from this way, flat palming the bottom of this, trying to like slide it.
That's a good point.
You could scratch ridges into the metal. Get used
Wait,
I'm sure
I could turn into any orc that I want to, so I'm just gonna turn into a high orc while I'm at it. Okay, strength. So would a high orc have 20 strength or 17?
It's a player character, so it's just whatever normal stuff is. They're just normal. They don't have anything really special stat wise usually. They're
I
just
think
like a
high
little bit
orcs have a
strong.
plus like 3 to the base stats.
Well, that's the
Maybe
same
a
as
plus
orc.
4.
So.
It's gotta be like
Oh, then-
plus 4.
Yeah,
I
it's
think I
just
would
slightly
only
better.
have a plus 5. Yeah, I think that's like an 8. I think I'm a plus
Yeah.
5 on this.
It's not budging. As you try and push, you can feel that there is some kind of like handle
I
or
wish
like there's some kind of doorknob or
something.
something that is supposed to be moved on the other side of this. there's something on top of this trapdoor. Is really what you're feeling. Like there's something on top of it, like a piece of furniture, or whatever this room is. It's not really. It's obviously some kind of secret room, and you're not really supposed to be in here.
Okay. Next question. What direction do I feel is the
up from this point?
It's up for sure. Okay.
Yeah, it's up. It's probably in like the third.
You know what? I'm just gonna go with the fucking people solution. I'm starting banging on the fucking top of the thing.
I was gonna say, try to do a if you can turn into a rust monster.
A rust monster? What the fuck? No, first of all, I think that's a magical beast, so no, I can't turn it into one. I thought it was. No, maybe you're right. I think it is an aberration. So
I think that's one of the things. It's like a weird little guy. Yeah, it's a medium aberration.
It's got to be an aberration. You're right.
Yeah, medium aberration.
Why did you stop moving through the earth again?
I'm just gonna do the people
already
solution.
Inside. Wouldn't that mean
you're just banging and screaming?
That's what I do. Yeah.
Roll me a d12. We're gonna find out what time of night it is in here. Because it didn't really matter, but now it does. 9. Okay, so 9 hours after. So yeah, the sun goes down.
Oh.
So it's like
3 a.m.
midnight. Yeah, it's like midnight to 3 a.m. right now. This doesn't really matter usually for you guys because the light levels don't really change. Too. But whoever works here is probably not here now. Because this is you would be going. The building. At the very least, whoever would be in this room normally cannot hear you.
If no one comes in, if no one comes in 20 minutes, Monsoon waits 20 minutes. No one's here. I'm like, well, I was going to do this without damaging anything, but no one's helping me now, and I turn into. I'm gonna turn back in. I'm gonna unpolymorph from. What's it called? By the way, this was my third polymorph as an arboreal dragon. This was still my first wild shape that I've done.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just punch upward as the dragon.
All right.
Through the thing.
All right, make me an attack roll.
Ooh, I think I said. You know what? I'm just gonna go with the biggest dragon that I have normally. If there was enough space.
How big is?
It's a pretty fucking big.
Is it anything fire?
I'd love to know how you're wriggling back this punch.
You're right. You know what? It won't be a very old
1-inch death punches.
It'll be a mature, a young adult dragon. So I'll use that block. Probably isn't gonna be great.
Okay, so it's.
You could always send it to an observer or something. Disintegrate it.
Okay, so it's a steel trapdoor. It has 30 hit points per inch of thickness. It's 4 inches thick, so it's 120 health at 10 hardness.
Don't get to cut through this like butter, man.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid door. But
You're right. I just wanted to see if this form could just easily do it, honestly. Okay. So that's a plus... You said it had 120 health?
120 health, yep. 120 health. And anything below a 10 damage doesn't do anything.
Well, my first attack is That is a 31. I am clawing at the door, 1d8 plus 3.
Oh no!
I don't think I can
do damage on
one.
Okay, whatever. I turn into.
3. Yeah.
I turn into a. I'll use my second wild shape. I'll turn into a mind witness and disintegrate.
Okay. All right, that disintegrates the steel. As the steel disintegrates, the marble tiles that were above it just fall, clashing into the ground just right in front of you. But now you can see up into the room above you. There's like the half of a desk, kind of like now precariously just hanging there. It hasn't really acknowledged the fact that the floor beneath it's gone yet, kind of Looney Tunes style. There's just
another wild shape. I'm turning back into a wisp and I'm flying through it because
you are now
I'm a large
in
aberration.
What appears to be some sort of secretary room. It's, there's literally just a little secretary desk, some waiting chairs. To your left, there's a very obviously some kind of important person's office room with a door that appears locked and shut there. And to your right is a door that leads out into sort of the main hallway area, and that door also appears to be locked.
Fucking locked doors.
They lock their offices when they leave for the night.
That's a good point.
You might be able to find an extra key in here, though.
I mean, just looking around, you can see that, like, the room to your left is, like, the Department of Agriculture's head, like, office, right there. You're in, like, the farming, like, the Department of Agriculture office right now. You just broke it in through their basement.
I'd like to know how he can infer that without reading, by the way.
What?
Oh, yeah, he can't read, can he?
Dude, the papers were there, and I was like, okay.
Oh, yeah, no, never mind. You have no clue whose fucking office this is. Sorry,
This is an office. Looks like
you
an
just
office.
know it's an office. There's lots of signs with words on them. Very important place. You can tell somebody important works here. You have no clue who.
I feel like we need to cut out for a split second, and then Rhyme just goes, "That's like a super important building, and we left Monsoon alone." Right?
He'll probably be fine.
He'll probably be fine.
That's like a government building, right? With a lot of legal papers.
That's the North Capitol of the...
That's the literal capital building of this entire nation.
I wonder if we can figure out the declaration.
You remember when Monsoon was like, yo, is there anything that I should know before I go in? And everyone was like, nope.
We're just piecing it together now, to be
honest. I don't think it was an issue of, oh yeah, that's the Capitol building. I think it was, we left you alone in the Capitol building.
I mean,
no, it's just the Capitol building. You'll be fine.
I can turn ethereal. I could etherealness through here, maybe. But I'm gonna be honest with you, Chief. Those birds look angry, and I don't want to kill the wildlife. They look kind of pretty, you know.
Yeah, it's weird how like
they twinkle.
I think it's a like adaptive camouflage. You know, the theory of like.
So can I actually fit through Can I fit through that trapdoor as the what's it called? As the mind witness? It was a large aberration, I imagine.
No, it's for medium creatures. No. That is literally like a dude climbs up and down that little tiny door.
There's actually rules for that. You can do a tumble check, I believe. That's like one use of a tumble check is to squeeze through smaller spaces. Now, I don't know how the fucking aberration with a bunch of tentacles in a ball is squeezing through here. It's not going to be comfortable.
So I can't like shapeshift into an ooze. Nice.
Ooh, you know, it's a good. Oh no, this doesn't matter. I mean, you know what? I probably should have already cast it, but I'll put a pass without trace down on myself.
I'm sure they won't notice the disintegrated trap door in the broken marble.
Yeah, the only place.
And probably the 3 glowing crystals indicated someone's broken through all 3 layers.
The worst part is that I'm like, I don't even know. I want to almost just be like, okay, I guess because what do I even do? I'm just like disintegrating through walls.
You
know what? I'm not.
No, follow the
How do I get through these doors without?
Do what Monsoon would do.
Okay, so
these doors are not. These are not big steel doors like the trap. These are like a mahogany door with like a little tiny lock. You know, like some little old lady has a keychain kind of lock.
I think I'm just gonna turn. I'd like to turn into the absolute strongest, like Goliath that I could absolutely turn into.
Okay.
With my powers, but I don't know how much that is. Like, I can turn into other creatures that are much bigger. That could have like
strong gorilla.
Probably Duncan.
Oh no!
Well, it's like gorilla is a large creature. How does it get through? You know?
I mean, if you're doing it upstairs in that room it's like a double wide door. So, like, you know. The door up here is like medium.
What if I get
like,
one single wide door? Like
I would say like you could fit a large creature through the door that leads out of this room. Like these are like the double wide big doors that like during the day they're set open.
I'll just turn into a gorilla.
Doorstop.
I can turn into a gorilla.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. You can. I won't even make you roll to rip the doors off. These are literally like just nice wooden doors.
I'm not trying to rip the doors off. I'll specifically target the hinges first and then just put the doors to the side.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to make me an attack roll, and if you roll high, we'll say you dexterously do this. Because that's you got big old gorilla fingers trying to like delicately rip.
Well, I imagine.
I'm just imagining trying to delicately rip.
I'll just destroy the shit. I'll just pay for it on the way out. Whoever I'm talking to, I'll just pay for it on the fucking way out.
I'll leave the door off.
Stack of
There's a crack as the frame kind of just like tears away.
I'm just dusting all the fucking doors I'm walking through.
You rip a door off the hinges and just set it to the side. You're like, they'll be able to fix that.
Also, can you imagine being the security guard? So I think I saw a
gorilla
gorilla kicking the door down from the basement.
And then it speaks common at you.
No. This is what's about to happen as you walk into the main hall and a light shines down at you from like the second floor, and you look up and there's just this orc in a sort of blue suit with a little tie and a little hat, and he's got like a little thing kind of with a cord hanging from his chest area, and he's just got this stick with a crystal on the front while shining it at you. And he's just
both of my hands up with my palms towards him, and I say, "Look, I know how it looks, but I'm here in peace." And
puts his hand up to the little thing on his chest, and he's like, "You
feel free, tell everyone. I don't want anyone else to get hurt. I don't want to destroy any more property either.
I'd rather gorilla in the lobby.
I'd prefer to, peacefully go where I'm going. I need to go somewhere in this building."
You thought we got last week, Jim? You really trying this shit?
I'm serious. You can listen. You think he's like holding it out to try and get Monsoon honest?
Monsoon will play along too. Hey, I just sound normal, but I look like a gorilla at the moment.
Can you yell for me?
Monsoon beats his chest. Fucking
yells
as he as loud as possible.
Stuff in his running.
And then I put my palms on. I don't mean anyone any harm.
And a second orc comes out. This one much smaller though, and with like a bushy, like little gray mustache and like glasses. And he's like, "What the hell? Well, what do we do about this?" By the way, they're not speaking common. They're speaking orc.
God damn it! Well, I speak to them in common.
Yeah, they don't understand whatever you're saying. By the way,
they don't understand common.
They don't speak common. No.
Okay.
You should ask for tongues beforehand. Pull one out.
Fuck, that's cooked.
They just speak high orc and they're like talk.
Do they know he's speaking in another language?
They've never. It's a gorilla.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's probably speaking in gorilla.
Is it a talking gorilla, or is it just a weird gorilla?
Exactly. They don't know, and it's like this gorilla's making like hand motions at them, and they're just like, you literally just crawl up out of the floor and are now talking at them. These two orcs don't know what to do. And they like kind of look at each other.
I'll just start
and then they just turn and they run down hallways and like you hear them like
just start running. Okay.
Yeah, they just book it down to opposite ends of the building, and you hear like the doors lock and then furniture get to be piled up.
Well, I'm going the direction that I plan on going. If they don't, if they
you just go up the step. Oh yeah, they lock themselves in the room, and you think you hear one of them crying.
Monsoon feels bad, but no one talks hurt at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. You go up and eventually you get to what is very clearly like some kind of small attic crawl space between this third, sort of fourth-ish lookout room and like the dome itself. And you get into the dome space, and you can see that this large tree has kind of like grown down through the roof, and like its roots are permeating all over this room and down across the building from here. But you feel like the call of that, like whatever's calling you is calling from the sort of inside of this trunk of this tree in this room. So it's basically at the base of these roots inside this tree. Whatever's calling you is there.
Still as a gorilla, I'll go up and I'll touch the roots.
You can feel it just like on the other side of this, like whatever you're searching for, whatever's calling you, is just on the other side of this tree.
I mean,
I don't think
what
you
do I
got
do
wood
to go
glow.
into a tree? Yeah, wood glow. I might as well just fucking disintegrate again, you know. But I feel bad destroying a tree. In fact, this actually would proc my I have a flaw. Love of nature. I have to overcome a will save before I can. You know, it's a trivial will save. It's a D. You know, I just need to not hit a 1. But before I can destroy any animal,
what level
plant,
druid
or
spells do you have access to at this point?
I have 5th levels.
5th levels? Okay.
I don't have transport via plants.
Yeah. You feel, you know, whatever it is inside this tree. Through it.
If only I were a what's it call it? A 2 levels more of druid. I'm sure it would have been fine. But you know what? Fuck it. I've already used so many of my forms. What's another 2, I suppose?
Dryad?
I was just gonna disintegrate the wall again. Yeah.
You gonna disintegrate the tree?
I think so. I mean, I don't know what. He sees a wall that can't go through. I mean, I guess as the gorilla, I'll try to you know, I'll try to start pulling find 2 handholds that are opposing each other and try to rip open. And if it doesn't come easily, then
it doesn't. It move at all.
Okay, I feel bad. I'll roll my I'll see if I can overcome my will to. Okay, Monsoon steals himself. It can grow back, but this feels wrong, and I turn into a what's the word? A mind witness again, and disintegrate the wall.
On this.
Yep.
Is the mind witness the one that drives people crazy when they see it?
Nope, that's the. First of all, it's when they hear it, and that's the gibbering word.
Okay. And second, how big is this tree at this point?
It's a very big tree. I mean,
it's fucking huge.
Okay.
If you look at the image. Well, I mean, you say that, but
it is near the roots and shit like that. But
it's a 10-foot cube.
I don't have any way in. "10 feet cubes is a lot, but I'm doing it."
Alright. Did you roll your thing to be able to do it?
Yep, I rolled an 8.
Alright! Your disintegrate hits the tree. And much to your surprise, nothing happens. No matter disappears. And then your disintegrate comes back out of the tree. Right at your face.
Well,
I need you to make a roll against your own fortitude. Whatever your save is, it's that. For fortitude partial.
This would have been a...
What have I missed?
You just disintegrate the tree threw it back at him.
Disintegrate.
Oh, this is some good shit.
Let me see what kind of save that is. I know what the DC is. It's a fortitude. So I need a DC 24 fort save.
Alright.
Imagine I just die here, by the way.
You disintegrate yourself.
Fucking GG's.
I mean, it's not like that hasn't happened before.
Yeah, it's DC 24. Okay, let's see. Fortitude save. I need a 4 or higher.
All right.
Okay.
So yeah, you take 5d6 points of damage.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, ow. Well, damage is only going to be temporary. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to unassume any form.
Right.
My big-ass quarterstaff drops on the ground. My huge quarterstaff that I have polymorphed as part of my little wild-shaped. So I just put it on the ground, and I'm going to take my armor off, and I'm just going to, I'm going to take a real deep bow to the tree.
Alright, yeah.
Cast Druidcraft.
Nothing happens?
Nothing happens.
Yeah, maybe
about.
Ooh, wait, that's a good point. Wait, let me see.
What are the limitations of Druidcraft? Shape wood? Is that a thing?
It is a.
Oh, wait. Shape wood. I think I have shape wood, too. Wood shape. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna... Yeah, I should have thought of that first, my dumbass. I'm gonna sit here for 30 minutes and prepare wood shape.
Alrighty, yeah. Nothing happens to you during that time. Those of you outside, you don't see any weird activity from anything.
I'll hit the tree with wood shape.
Alright, that works. What are you doing with, what are you shaping?
I will shape a, So I'm thinking as if the material were like a rubber, it's as if I pull open, a hole in it.
Okay, yeah, so you're just trying to pull open a passageway through. And that
That's
happens very easily. And as you pull open this sort of doorway, you see not what you would expect from the inside of a tree. But a nigh endless rolling field of flowers. And a bright blue sky.
Is this Elysium?
No. You don't recognize this plane. It's not one of the positive planes you've been to.
Plane or shepherd. If I recognize that this is a what's the word? Can I make a... I think I get to make a check.
I believe you do, yes.
Let me look at that again. Detect manifest? No, that's not. I think it is detect manifest zone, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, basically, if you sit here for a few turns, you'll be able to get information about it.
I just make a knowledge planes, right? Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
I don't really know how the spell works.
It's just a spell. So, let me see. Let me look at this real quick.
Yeah. You're right. It just
Yeah, you can use will.
I sit here for 3 rounds.
Yep. So, first round, the presence or absence of manifest zone. So, yeah, there's definitely one here. Second round, the plane to which the manifest zone is tied to, if it is artificially created, and if it will fade. It is artificially created. It is not a natural plane. Third round, the age of the manifest zone. Millennium. It is very old. The direction of the heart is just straight ahead. It's rough size, probably the same size is like all the landmass that you know of kind of combined together into sort of a big circular plate.
This is a really big plane.
Yeah, it's very big. And then measured in average radius, so it's like thousands of miles.
Well, it says if the zone is small. If it's...
Well,
it's not...
measured in average radius from the heart of the manifest zone, even if the zone is not spherical. It doesn't say anything about it being small from what I'm looking at in the book.
Ooh, maybe I'm looking at the... Well, I think we might be looking at two different spells.
I'm looking at the Eberron book that it comes from.
I'm looking at Faiths of Eberron, page 150.
Yeah, mine says the age of the manifest zone, the direction of the heart, or center of the manifest zone is rough size, measured in an average radius from the heart of the manifest zone, even if the zone is not sphere.
Yeah, I think I'm looking at something different for sure.
You probably got like one of you two have an errata. They had a
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because they like every like if like 6 months later they republish the books, they put whatever the new stuff was in it.
Yeah. In any case, I think that's enough information. I'll just walk through it. And,
yeah.
After I do, do I feel? Do I need to keep
you feel like you feel like you've made it to wherever it was calling you to go. You no longer feel the direction that it wants you to go. You're just sort of here. In this like nigh endless field of flowers. The flowers are all bright pink. They're all identical and they continue for like forever. You see no end of this field. Like if you climbed up like 10 feet, you'd be able to see the other side of this plain. You know, essentially, it's just all flat field. Yeah.
Well, I'll wait there for like a minute, and if nothing happens, I'm gonna wild shape. Well, I'm gonna put my armor on and then wild shape.
Yeah, nothing happened. You put your armor on, and then you wild shape.
This time,
the calling that you felt, you don't feel it anymore. Whatever it was calling to, wherever it was calling you to, you're there.
I'm going for Legendary Eagle, and I'm gonna fly straight up, about 200 meters.
Okay. See if I. You fly up, and you see a sort of distinct, like, pattern in that the way the flowers are growing. But I'd need you. What would even be this? I guess like a knowledge nature check.
I think that's a 41.
It reminds you of some constellations. That you've seen in the night sky.
I guess, should that help me pathfind in any way? Maybe I follow like the northern one, or like seek out a specific one, I suppose?
You could try to commune with the realm. Yeah, just say something.
Okay,
Honestly,
I'll speak out.
Kind of like...
I'll speak out. Yeah, I'm pretty confused. Is anyone listening to me right now? I mean, I imagine something's watching me. Where do I go?
A wind blow through, yeah.
I ask, where do I go out loud?
The wind kind of like swirls all around. Like you see the flowers like spinning and rotating. If you want, you can try and make some like intelligent. Like I don't think you have any background in astronomy, like star stuff. Your character.
I don't think I do either.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like, you can tell that like what it's showing you is some kind of constellation.
Well, all of my knowledge checks would be just a plus
Yeah.
1.
Exactly. Like, you're welcome. You know what? Maybe you'll roll that 20. Who knows?
I'll see if I can't figure out like what this all means.
And you can always
11.
come back, 11? With an 11, you're not really able to, like, off the top of your head, like an average person wouldn't be able to, like, look up and name every constellation. They'd have, like, a few that they would
I want to look across the field. What are the, what are the other things around this field of flowers? Or how far does this...
It's just the field of flowers goes off into, like,
just
eternity.
the flowers?
Yeah, and then, like, this pattern that they have...
It repeats?
It doesn't even repeat. It's just, like, the flowers are, like, all kind of flat, looking straight up, like, perfectly 3D modeled, just there. And then just you can see, when you're up high, you can look down and see some that aren't like the rest of them.
But if I like look out like 500 meters north of me or in one direction,
it just turns into like that flat field again. So directly beneath you is like this very obviously some kind of like constellation by the way it's like, shaped itself. And like if you fly around, that constellation stays beneath you the whole time.
Oh. So like all the flowers like look different ways depending on where I am?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. If I go back to the ground, do I notice that the flowers stop like moving that way and following me?
Yeah, they just go back to like looking like flowers looking up.
Okay. I'll go down to the ground and like go towards a constellation.
Alright. Well, the sky is like a bright blue day.
No, I mean I'm looking down at the. Imagine I'm still flying, right? I look down at it and I say, if I land straight down and go towards one of the one of the constellations.
It just stays there
on the ground.
If you look at it as you fly down, but nothing happens.
But like if I walk along the ground, does the flower still change
away
relative?
Like immediately? Yeah. No, it just goes back to being like flat.
Oh. Fuck! I don't even know how.
When you're up there, it's just showing you something.
Fuck it! I'm gonna go really high up. I'm just gonna start flying upwards. How far up till I can't? Until I'm
about 1,000 feet, and then it's like kind of like the magical ceiling.
Fuck, guys, I don't know what the fuck to do. I guess I leave. I don't know.
I mean,
I tried like tracking on the ground as if it was like a puzzle to
you could
like,
try
walk
to draw
in
the
a certain
constellation
pattern.
or something.
It might just be showing you something that it needed to show you that it couldn't show you otherwise.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe if
you may have already gotten the information from it that it was trying to give you. Here, I'll even give you the constellation.
Like what it looks like? Yeah, I'll say that I'll like as many times
I just
as I
wasn't
need to.
sure. Yeah, I'm like I don't know if you know how to draw since you can't read this though. But we'll just
I think drawing
can do that. Yeah.
Well, because I have a pretty good what's it called? A craft int for specifically woodworking. So I imagine at least to some degree
you can just like carve it. If you can do woodworking, you can always just pull, like do something with wood. I don't know.
I'll like carve it on a piece of wood. And I can do that with my claws too.
Yeah.
I'll carve it into the staff actually.
There you go. Yeah. And that's it right there. I put it in just output.
Oh, but it's just one constellation?
Yeah.
Yep.
Constellation.
Okay, well, I'll leave the threshold. Do I still feel a pull?
Nope. Now that you've seen that, as soon as you pass out of it, it closes, and when you look back, there's now just sort of doorway to the inside of the tree, which is kind of hollow.
Well, I imagine it's probably pretty okay with me leaving, so I'll just
Yep, you
turn
don't
back
get any
into a
pull
gorilla
or call
and
anymore. Whatever was
move my way
trying to be
out.
shown to you has been shown.
I'll turn back into a gorilla and same thing, only destroying property up until I'm up on this porch right here.
Okay.
Once I'm outside the front door, do I make it there? Everything
Yep, nothing
things...
stops you from leaving.
Okay, good. After I make it to the porch, I'll turn back into Monsoon. I'll put 1,000 gold on the ground.
I think that'll cover the door, yeah.
Well, it'll cover hopefully all of the doors.
Yeah.
And the trapdoor. And maybe some of those people's therapy.
Yeah.
Seeing a gorilla.
Yeah, I think that's more than enough. I think you'll be good, yeah.
And then I'm turning into a wisp and flying back over to my comrades.
Alright, you
I
come
only
back.
used half of my forms for the day.
Druid's a while.
Yeah, Monsoon comes back to you.
Yeah, there's this like constellation on like I'll explain the whole thing and I'll be like, man, the plane was really fucking odd though. When I went inside, it was an endless field of flowers, and when I went up to the when I would look at it from the sky, I would see a constellation. I don't know what fucking constellation it is, but I copied it down on my staff. That I'll take out next time next time we take a long rest. When we're gonna recover my forms, I'll take it. You'll get to see it. But there's like this constellation of flowers.
If you want.
Well, I'm a wisp. I can't do. I can shock it into the ground, I suppose. Well, actually, I could communicate with my unicorn to do it more precisely next time.
Yeah, you can just use its horn to draw it into the dirt.
Does anyone recognize this by any chance?
Does anyone have anything for the study of the astronomy or whatnot, or cartography? Any kind of map related things?
Give me a second.
Nature, planes, geography.
Geography? Knowledge
history.
geography.
I got a 10.
History.
Listen, if you have knowledge geography trained, you can make a roll to identify the stars.
That I do. That is a 17.
With the knowledge geography trained, I would allow that to work.
Cool.
It's much easier with a actual pertaining
18
knowledge.
plus 5.
Oh my! All right, so you both
23.
immediately recognize it. It is the constellation Hydra.
Neat.
Oh.
Hydra.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it leads. It is in like the eastern sky.
Is that where the goddamn false Hydra is?
The false Hydra was to the west. Last time you saw him.
Right. Yeah, no, this is the Hydra. You can see the, here's...
You can point it out to him in the night sky.
What does the Hydra symbolize? Is there symbology or any kind of lore related to specifically that?
It symbolizes a Hydra, a big monster with multiple heads. There's no spiritual meaning to it. They kind of just named him after. So they just named him after things that look like to them, and they're like, that looks like the head of a Hydra.
Esoteric.
Yeah, I never got into the stars. I kind of regret it now, given what we're dealing with, but
yeah, my call didn't seem like there was any, if there is a deity at work, they seem really hands-off.
it says something about, the east.
For the rest of you, if you think about it, the last time that you you even interacted with one of the deities from this world, they were locked in a magic box, like contained in like a prison.
Hmm.
This god may also not be able to interact. This may be as close as it can get. Is this one thing?
So what I'm hearing is we need to find somebody who could find the direct relation between constellation. Oh my god, are the constellations in the sky where the fucking gods are sealed? We're gonna need to figure
This
out.
also links to the stars that we were planning on taking stars down.
Do the constellations ever move?
Nope.
So it has a corresponding place in the overworld. That would be directly.
Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
Alhara doesn't rotate.
There'd be somewhere that it would be the closest land to that place. Yeah.
Alright, guys, we need to go grab a world map.
Don't we have some of those?
Yeah, it's in my car.
Oh, okay, yeah, let's go back then.
Okay.
You guys go back to the train,
Well,
which is not that far.
We need a star map as well, right?
Yeah.
I saw Wilfred's in town.
When it comes to this, you're able to just like see it in the sky. You don't even need like a special map to see it.
So it's like east.
It
Oh,
like
shit.
glows
East.
brighter than the other stars around it. Yeah, but it's just east. And you guys are up here, and it is just, you're in this area, and it's just, you don't know where east. It's literally just somewhere, like on that half of the world. But it's probably, if you had to guess, on the farthest landmass to the east.
So either
What
here
if we?
or Bahoum. Because I don't think... Or maybe...
This could be the pit where it lines up. And then.
Well, hear me out. Wherever there probably should be someone in town that is smart enough with maps and astrology to know like where the corresponding places are now for like a star map. And
That's what I'm saying. Is even with those geography checks, it is on the farthest land point to the east.
Which would technically be right here.
Mm-hmm.
In the Feylands.
Yep, it's that peninsula right there.
Okay, well, party, hear me out. We have 2 plane shifts at the moment.
Yeah.
But I guess, yeah, you're right. We didn't plane shift already. We're gonna just keep moving though.
The Feylands is a whole different ordeal. I'm sorry. It's good.
The Feylands are quite nice.
I mean, Frecky's not there anymore, right? It's not
Frankie
as
was never
bad.
the Fey.
Yeah, he was never there.
Wait, no.
You're thinking of the other Fey Colossus, but yeah, no. But the Feylands are still tricksy because they're full of Fey.
And we have other...
Yeah, we have other leads.
Yeah, we have other places we can go. We can check up your lead when we're in the Feylands looking for, I think, my lead in Lichgate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds fair to me.
Who's the next
I'm not
closest?
sure what you find in my house, but oh well.
I'm trying to.
Wait, hold up. What do you mean your house?
What do you mean?
Rhyme asked that in character to.
You said Lichgate, right?
Yes.
Yeah, my house.
We've been traveling for months saying this. Why have you not mentioned this at all?
Have you asked? Lichgate, come on, I thought it was pretty obvious.
At least getting there's gonna be easier then. I think.
There's some special doorways we can take.
Noted. So where's next? It was Goldenberg, right?
Yes.
Who is Goldenberg? Vlad?
Yes. Yeah, that's Vlad.
Holy shit, I may actually have like $50 in gold coins right here. I made a joke about that, I was not.
Oh, is it all like the Sacagawea coins?
Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
god, there's fucking $40. I know there's more, but like...
That's a lot more coins than you expected, yeah.
It's 43 coins. And then
Damn, that's $43 in Sacagawea.
Yeah, not all of them are gold. Some of them are silver, but I doubt they're like actual silver. Or actual gold.
Alright, yeah. What are you doing? What are y'all doing now?
Is there...
So
like,
Ooh,
this is
we should
what I-
catch one of these birds. We should catch a bird or two for
Yeah.
the circus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You think they like meat? They probably love meat, right?
Yes. I believe they're described as super carnivorous.
They're also normally a swarm animal, so I don't know if it's great to bait them out, because we'll have to deal with a lot of them. What if I turn into something that flies, and I turn one to stone? But if it drops, it might break.
I mean, I have these gloves specifically built for this purpose.
Yeah.
We don't think they're that smart, right? They're probably dumb birds.
Most birds
Knowledge
are.
and nature check to watch the birds and guess their smartness.
Okay, give me a second. I'll
The
just
the dice are...
8.
that fucking dice made a dent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Knowledge, nature.
That's a 21.
Yeah, I got a 20.
Alright, with a
Could-
20 up, I'll say that you can definitely tell these birds are idiots.
Okay. I could just like walk outside, wave my arms, and then as they approach, just grab them.
But they swarm. But they swarm. So there's gonna be a lot on you very fast. Just know that, Duncan.
Wait a minute.
Flash.
That's an idea.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this would work, but you guys know how I could make that cool spectral carriage that drawn by 2 horses?
Yeah.
We'd use that as a diversion or a bait.
Well, actually, if you're smaller than it might not swarm. Maybe Duncan's idea is pretty good.
It's just that you want to send your spectral carriage out to draw attention to it.
Yeah. I don't know. It could be something that could work.
You could try that if you want. It's up to you.
Yeah. I mean, well, as far as I understand, this is just my understanding. The carriage itself is basically indestructible. I don't think it has a health bar or anything. And you can roll up and down the windows according to the spell. So I could put Duncan inside of it. They could come over, and he just touches them as they try to get to him. Just leave one window open, grab them, funnel them. Funnel is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I'll post the spell again. So
Yeah, no, I've got it. I see it. You're right. It is pretty much indestructible.
Yes.
But after we have all these birds swarming it and Duncan turns a few of them to stone, how do we get the other ones to just fuck off?
I go ethereal. With the birds in hand. Well, the statues
Right.
in hand.
Presents?
What?
Okay.
The dragons could use their frightful presence as well.
That's true.
You're right. I could turn into a dragon, also do it too.
Alternatively, if we want, we can put out some bait, wait for them to swarm it, and then run up and jump at a couple of them. Trying to catch ducks in a park.
Are we doing like reverse fishing here?
I kind of fuck with that idea though,
Yeah, we use the carriage's bait potentially.
because that also means I could just like sit nearby, like 150 feet, like 120 feet away, and just snipe them with beams.
I have fire.
That shit's silent too, so it's
I
like.
mean, we probably shouldn't want to kill these things. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. They do look kind of evil. They shrink.
Well, I mean, I just meant a flesh to
I
stone.
don't think many natural creatures are evil.
I mean, like, if it's a
You
cross
got a
between-
mosquito?
Yeah.
God, I want to try to tame one of these.
Well, it's a good thing we were going to capture them. Alright,
Imagine riding one of these as a mount. That shit seems drippy as fuck.
We have fucking wizard snails. What are you talking about?
Wizard snail.
I think it's mostly the flying part.
The flying part is
That's-
pretty dope.
That is, it's like,
Well, and their wings. When they're above you, they just look like fucking sky, you know?
Yep.
yeah, stealth.
I was thinking more style, but...
They would be handy.
Alright, get your names on and then roll initiative.
Oh, you gotta be no.
I already got you out.
Oh, okay. I'm at the bottom of that list.
What'd the balloons roll?
I'm figuring that out right now.
So what are we using as bait?
I'll draw a juicy piece of meat. With these pigments.
Just have a juicy piece of meat on you?
No, I'm gonna draw it.
He has magic
Oh,
The
shit!
marvelous pigments.
Are there's gonna
Continue
be...
going
Is
in
it
the club.
edible?
Yeah, you can make food.
You've been using those for the past couple of sessions. You
Well,
got
I
it.
only had the realization that I had them, and I was just carrying them around my backpack. And I was like, these would be really useful because you could make quite literally like anything, as long as you can paint
And-
something.
Yeah, and it's all generic, like non-valuable items, really, as well.
Yeah.
So they kind of just are super useful. All right, I rolled with a 16.
Better than
16. Where is your initiative? It's always a pain in the ass. Plus 2. 18. Okay.
Well, maybe better than Gregorius.
What?
The birds may be faster than you.
That's fine.
Yeah. The birds have some funny stats. I'll put them in voice channel.
I have a here, I have a 16 in my dexterity, if that's important at all.
Damn, these are not very dexterous.
Nope.
For hummingbirds, I guess that's fair. They're really
They are
big
bigger.
hummingbirds.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very big hummingbirds.
How fast are their wings moving?
Very fast.
Don't touch them. They're like chainsaws.
I don't recommend flying near them. Is all I'll say.
Well, I have perfect flight.
Oh,
Does that
no.
affect anything?
Are they going to be like bees?
You'll have to make flight checks still, like flying checks, even with perfect flight, because they cause some disturbance in the airs around them.
Oh, are you able to spawn in the actual deck, or this is the old stuff?
Oh. Stuff. This is probably still the old stuff too. Then.
Yep.
Let me see if I can find.
I can just do it off of the page. I built it so I can do that. We'll just do that
Okay.
to speed it up.
Yeah, because I don't think I saved it the last time you put it in.
Yeah.
Let me just promote. Yeah, be able to do stuff now.
Oh yeah, I could just.
Alright, let's give them. Alright, saved it. Alright. Until the birds notice you, you guys get to go. And then
Well-
once the birds have noticed you, that's when we'll start with the initiative.
Okay, let's just set the bait and then hide and,
Okay.
let them come to the bait. I think is the best idea we've got.
Where
so
are you going to
far.
put the bait? The map is actually to scale, so like 3 is 30.
Um.
So you don't need to. Will be big, but
I mean, we could just put it like right here.
Oh shit!
yeah.
So then they all have to at least swim in a general direction.
This area is kind of like, it's the map kind of starts at like this line here.
Ah, that's the gate.
Yeah. It's less like the gate and more like I didn't build the entire city.
Okay, that's fine.
I just built this like courtyard area.
I mean, I'm fine. I mean, we don't have the ability to sneak all the way out here, right, guys? We
I mean,
do
you
it-
can. There's bushes and trees and stuff you could like walk around under.
Mhm. I mean, I could just like, I guess I could try to go with it. I don't know if it'll work, but I could also just like paint it right here in the alley. But I feel like there'll be some consequences. You guys fine with going over here?
Yeah, I mean, I'll just stick near Duncan, honestly, invisibly.
Alrighty.
Alright, I'll do over here. Duncan will go ethereal. Is he allowed to go ethereal here?
Yeah.
Just making sure. I wasn't able to go to ethereal in the dwarven place. He wonders how secure this locale is.
Well, it's not the palace. It's a street in the middle of the road.
Mm.
You know, street in the middle, like it's just a street. So it's not as secure as the Emperor's like bedchambers.
That's true.
That has a anti-ethereal thing. This one you didn't feel any kind like. There's been no like weird stone shenanigans here. That seems to be just a dwarven thing, really.
Alright, yeah, I'll just be ethereal because I have 10 minutes of it a day that I can just use in and out of an action. So I'll just move over here. Although I'll ethereally, can I just poke my head through this wall and see what's on the other side?
Yeah, it's somebody's house. They're in bed sleeping.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. So it is Lipton. He'll pop his head back through.
Yeah, this place is lived in. It's just that nobody goes out at night because the giant hummingbirds that eat people come into town.
Yeah. We'll continue over here. And
we're just gonna steal some.
To draw this. So.
Alright. Yeah, you draw it, and see and hear in the mirror. So you can see and hear 60-foot radius. Can't see through material wall. See instead. The ethereal creature can't affect the material plane, not even magical.
That's fine.
Okay.
I can just hide in a bush then and just draw it under the bush.
Yeah. Yeah. They cannot see you from like underneath the bushes. So yeah, you can just go and then draw it out there in the middle of the road.
I'll be ready nearby.
Okay.
I'm confident that even if we wanted to, even if these birds did start just all fucking swarming us, you could wrestle enough of them and I could stone enough of them that they really don't serve us any
Within
threat.
seconds of this like flesh existing,
It's like
you see all of them at once. Their heads perk up, and then they literally beak to the sky, like turn their heads around so their eyes can like look around them, and they spot it, and then like one of them chirps, and then
oh my god! Wait, there's a lot.
The fucking tree that is over the Capitol building like shakes and rumbles as a swarm of them descends from the sky.
Oh.
Why was I cooking us like that?
And you just hear this noise as they're all flapping and batting and like fighting with each other and like nipping and tearing at each other and the meat to get to it.
Can I?
But there's just a mess of birds now, like literally like a fucking tornado of feathers and flesh.
What's Duncan feeling right now?
Well,
something in you, Duncan, like a primordial part of you goes.
So much cleave. I can't kill them all.
It's a swarm. It's a swarm. AoE damage.
I almost feel kind of weird coming out of like invisibility because I'm like, there are a fucking lot.
There's a lot more than you thought there were, and like they're coming out of like when they were in the trees, you couldn't see them. You couldn't even like sense them that they were there.
That's fucked. That's absolutely fucked.
I think we stay put and wait for them to dissipate, Duncan.
Wait for one of them to get injured in the fight.
Well, or
there have been several deaths. They are now eating each other because they got
okay.
There was like a blood
out of here.
And now it's turning into like piranha upon piranha, and the noise is just getting louder.
Okay,
This is
guys.
You hear on the horizon just this.
Introducing even a little bit of food cause them to start killing each other. Fucking swarm tactics are crazy.
I can go with you, and then just
you can just walk right through, no issue. Yeah, they don't. You know, they're just in a feeding frenzy and they don't know you're there.
like I could just like. I could just try to grab one close to the bush and just like chuck it back.
Yeah, you 100% could, because I'm gonna be honest with you, they will not notice you until there's like blood drawn, or they see you. Like if they see flesh, they'll go after you, but if they don't see flesh, they don't care. In fact, now that you're seeing this, any of you who were in the tavern earlier are welcome to make an intelligence check.
None of them. Oh my god. None of them had flesh seed. That's my just an intelligence check.
Yeah, just an intelligence check. Just to like see if your character's brain connects something.
18.
15.
18, 15. Okay. Anything that's anybody who's 15
17.
or up. Okay. Anything? Yeah, perfect. Anybody with 15 or up, you realize, oh, this is why they all were wearing full body cloaks in the middle of summer. They literally just like cover themselves up in like a green cloak and just make it so these birds can't see them as they're walking around at night.
Yeah, I'll be you called.
Okay.
That's why they all put on their cloaks and tried to just walk out of the building without you noticing them.
Interesting.
I have an idea.
Oh no, it wasn't because we were the bad news being a bunch of fucking adventurers. We were the bad news because we were the fucking adventurers who didn't know we were gonna create a frenzy. Oh no!
Everyone was like, oh shit, there's gonna be a frenzy tonight.
Better get home and lock the windows!
There goes those dumb adventure.
Alright, so I have an
We
idea.
just fucking...
High orcs are pretty tall, right?
Yeah, they're like 7 feet.
Awesome! That's just my height. I will go ethereal and ungo ethereal in this person's house, grab their cloak, put it on, go back ethereal, snatch some birds, guys!
They're like, you can hear them crying underneath their bed sheets. They're like, you pull the blankets up over their heads, and they're just crying. They're so scared.
This is what happens. They hear
But it's not like
the rumbling
it's
of
not
earth.
Yeah.
Thousands of birds swarm like 15
The
feet away
shingles
from their
on their roof are rattling over their
That's
heads.
not the adult. They have their like son or daughter like,
the
under the
shutters
sheets with them.
are like
they're the one crying.
shaking.
Now,
Oh,
I want you to know.
Is the ground vibrating?
Everything is vibrating.
Now, I want to build this scene because then a ghost walks through the wall, turns ethereal, and you hear the paladin in full play go chink, chink, chink. I'll be taking this for now. Have a good evening, ladies.
His coat rack now, one cloak emptier. Hey,
as
back
he
out
just-
with the cloak.
Yep.
I'm
It's
gonna
a
fly like
thick felt and woolen cloak. It's like a dark green that matches the grass. It's just a really dark greenish grass colored cloak.
Cool. And in this Freedom Frenzy, he'll look for one on the edge that looks somewhat injured. Not dead, but injured.
Yeah.
And he'll sneak up to it and touch it.
Alright, well, it has an intelligence of 1.
It fails.
So, yeah.
Unless it
So
gets
it
an nat
fails.
20.
Well, you know what? We'll see, because that would be really funny if you touched it.
That would be fucking hilarious.
Oh,
Awesome.
no. Alright, yeah, you touch it and it fails, and the effects happen.
Cool. It turns to stone. I grab it. I go ethereal again. Now that I'm holding
No,
it,
it's stone.
I just drag it
giant
back.
bird.
I go on ethereal. I wherever we're all hiding.
Yeah, you're all
I
like
give you a
3
stone.
streets over.
Yeah, I give you a stone bird, and I go back ethereal again, and we rinse and
Good enough
repeat.
for-
To
Alright, let's...
after you come out ethereal the first time, I'll uninvisible myself from behind you and be like, holy shit. I don't think I'm gonna turn into a thing that's just covered in flesh and try to beat these things. Maybe that's not a great idea.
Oh, Kimbo.
Is-
Yeah,
is
none of them 20. Oh, man, yeah, Arimon can 100% walk in there, no issue.
Good
There's
to know.
nothing to pick at, Ari. He's a
They're not
menace.
dog.
The
Anyway.
bird just gives you a side eye, Arimon. Motherfucker.
You all have learned that Pudgy can shrink himself as well, as he is now very small and hiding inside of somebody's pocket. Who knows?
He's
Just
just
in
in
the
the
hood of my
house.
cloak.
Yeah, he's like, not you. You're
Okay.
into the birds.
I'm alone.
You're
He's in my
hiding way away. Yeah, he's hiding with the fucking weasel.
He's with Kyle.
Boris's pockets. Yeah.
We're having tea together.
Yeah. He's just hiding. He ran up a leg and nobody's seen him.
Bro, even Pudgy doesn't want to fuck with this volume of bird.
He knows what's gonna happen if he gets seen. He's gonna get eaten.
I think Pudgy wins, personally.
I think
if Pudgy turns into the biggest thing he could and then just start eating every single one of them, it would be like
more food.
I think he could out-eat these birds at his biggest form. I think Pudgy out-eats these birds.
No. You don't need to give Pudgy a lust for blood like these things have. Pudgy's good on rock.
You're right.
Alright. So yeah, I have 3 birds. I think one of us picked up Shrink Item. I don't remember who. I thought it was
me, but was it a wand?
No, I thought it was part of the gloves, bro.
Yeah, that was part of the gloves, bro.
I don't know if the gloves Shrink Item.
Holy shit, what the fuck?
Oh no. Why are there more of them?
Round 2 of birds. The birds
Dude,
outside the walls.
Dude, the fucking
swarm.
Oh yeah.
Fucking rounds and swarm.
They're undergoing mitosis.
It gets bigger?
Oh yeah, there's more birds.
Alright guys.
I don't think this was a winnable fight.
Oh no, this is not a winnable fight. The whole nation has been subjugated at night by birds.
Guys, we need a lot of fireball.
Hello.
Like you notice that these some of these birds are still coming out of the trees that in front of you. Like they'll just all of a sudden just come out of the tree.
This is unnatural.
Here's the thing. With extended reach and a land, if I can one-shot them, I can cleave them in a 50-foot sphere.
How much health?
One 50-foot sphere at a time. Duncan's fucking...
That's a chunk.
No, because he'll be visible in a pool of blood.
Dude.
After the first couple, they could have killed him anyway.
They have
just too much flesh,
297 HP.
Oh my god. Each?
Oh my god.
The swarm or the individual bird?
Individual bird, part of the swarm.
Fuck. No.
No. So, okay. To explain why these things are so tough, these are birds with the stats of megalodons.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. Dude.
Okay. That's pretty disgusting.
Tipper, why did you come up with the idea for these?
Tipper described them, and then I was like, "That's great," but also, what if they had the keen scent ability? And
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But air.
And
I kind of want to turn into one, infiltrate their tree.
Let me just give you a little bit more context for why I decided this was a great idea. Here's the next line after that. And I was like, well, now I have to do this! Yeah, so these birds are horrifying eldritch bird monstrosities.
But as a fucking swarm animal?
That can fly.
That can fly, yeah. That's pretty...
There's a reason why the orcs, who were so unbelievably powerful after the player characters raised the civilization up, have now, not fallen, but they don't go out at night.
Well, if it wasn't for the apocalypse, these probably would have been helping the druids. Unfortunately, everyone went insane. So now you have druids with fucking biomancy doing shit.
Cultivating. What if we combined a bird with a shark?
I need to find these fucking druids.
Necromancy?
No, biomancy.
But yeah, those of you who are watching this happen, make me a spot check to see where some of these birds are coming from.
I don't want to know.
1 second. That would be a 30.
30? They're coming out of the trees. Out of the trees.
Like
As
they're
it
running.
moved through plants out of the trees.
Oh,
Yeah. I remember that part.
Oh,
Wait, they can
Fuck,
move through
they're
plants
druids.
too?
They can move through plants. Yeah,
Yeah.
like a druid.
Okay, I'm 100% trying to get this
Wait.
form. 100%.
Shit. No.
Luckily, we have 3 of them.
Are these the fucking druids? Are these the druids?
No, of course not. That'd be crazy.
Oh my god, these are fucking druids. This is what happens. They all went crazy and became fucking shark birds.
Jesus Christ, dude.
This also
Oh my god.
explains why the hell no one came as security guard. You can't call in reinforcements because I have to run across the square and no one's risking a whole fucking swarm.
Okay, I think we should baleful polymorph one of these into a human.
That's not
Sorry, into an orc.
Into a humanoid. Yeah, no. I get what you mean. I get what you mean. It's just really fun. You're welcome to try. They don't. As long as you guys don't like.
I have 2
fail.
more charges. We want to grab 2 more.
Wait, it's just gonna be more flesh. It's gonna, whatever it is, it's instantly gonna die.
We can just go back to the train, man.
You're right. It'd be really funny. It'd be really funny if these guys were just like actual sharks, and we just dumped like a bunch of blood on them, and then they start attacking
Wait,
each other. Like
if you
crazy.
baleful polymorph something that used to be a humanoid, does it
Unfortunately,
like get its
baleful
baleful
polymorph
back?
after like a week makes the stat change permanent. So they can turn back.
They don't even
don't
remember.
remember how to be a human anymore. Which is fucked, because then they have a
We
whole
need something.
amnesia arc where they get glimpses of their past life and they don't know what the fuck is. They think they're a fucking bird turned into a smart.
You can turn
So wait, they have
one intelligence bird into a map.
We just
Motherfucker's gonna jump off your train trying to fly and fucking splatter himself.
In the first week, yeah, before it like assumes its new intelligence in the form, it would fucking kill itself probably.
You know,
It's gonna
I'm
try to
supposed
bite
to
its
shake it
fucking-
down,
so
but
body.
it's fucked.
It's like sticking its tongue out trying to drink water through its little tube tongue that doesn't have any more.
No! Merlin! Constantine! Is Constantine like a
He's not
rock
in this
version of
nation.
this?
I wonder if they're just
Okay.
the big bird.
What about Merlin?
What do
Merlin's
we
trapped
even
in the
do
tower,
then?
right?
Wait, hear me out.
Merlin may be the Hive King. Who knows?
If something's been like transmuted with magic, like via polymorph or something like that, its true form is still visible in true sight, right?
Yes.
I thought
Even
that was
if
different.
we-
Gregarious cats
I
at
thought
the
that was-
beginning.
I thought that was different for druid stuff.
No.
For wild
True
shape, no.
sight sees-
No. It is the same. Anything with true sight should be able to see me in full plate, like under the fucking wild shape, essentially.
Oh, that's cool.
When you look at them through true sight, they still look like the bird.
They've given up. This is.
I think this is
They
an
are
extra.
birds
I don't
now.
think these are like druids or anything. I don't know.
They may
We
be
need, like, a wish to
druids,
unfuck
but
'em.
you know, like
It's important.
this is what they are now.
We don't have
yeah.
the magic to unfuck them with us.
I think it's the case of like the spiders.
Yeah.
The drow
Yeah,
spiders.
essentially.
They are spiders now. These druids are now birds.
Yeah.
Any semblance of what they were been like burned away.
Exactly.
Damn.
And the only thing that's
Is
left
the
is
rebound supply.
fucking in the trees.
Albie, you really screwed up the world.
I was about to say.
That's nothing new.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Why would the
Fuck.
trees
This is
do
what
this
this
to
is.
themselves?
Yeah, you just hear
Is
the
this-
humming growing even louder as
We
as
need
the
to.
bloodbath gets even more like the street in front of you is starting to like the drains are starting to turn red as
Oh,
like blood is flowing
fuck.
down the gutters.
Rhyme has used one of his daily things not to change what he physically looks like, but to change his clothes. He is very much in the same attire as, very similar to
Duncan now?
our good book. No, not Duncan. Not Duncan.
Oh.
A green version of, oh no, I forgot his name. I was gonna say George's.
Kylon? Oh, so like Kylon's like
Kylon.
suit that he puts
Yeah,
on?
Kylon. Just full green version of that.
Oh yeah, you know what? That is a good point. Kylon probably would switch over to not his just like walking around clothes.
His
Put
cloak.
on, yeah, the hide my arms and everything cloak.
At this point, with the ribs kind of vibrating, I think we just go. Alright.
They'll think we died and got completely. There's no ramifications for this. Let's go.
The guards are gonna be like, a gorilla broke in last night, and then it broke out, and then it got eaten by the birds.
And then it got eaten!
Oh my god, that's gonna be so confusing.
Holy!
A gorilla brought a masturbation and then set off a swarm!
Dude, the hiring officials might be able to figure it out though. They're gonna be like, but in the basement only. There was an aberration down here.
But the dust means, so the aberration spawned in the basement?
They could just.
There was an aberration. First there was an elemental, then there was an aberration, then there was an orc, then there was a mouse.
And then a gorilla in the agriculture office.
I like to think it's like it's a fucking Boondock Saints
What's up,
thing.
Parimon?
It's whatever like orc equivalent. They're just redoing the entire scene. It's like none of this makes sense. It's 100% accurate.
Yeah, the orcs are fired because they're like, you're fucking lying, bro.
You got William Dafoe orchestrating the whole thing.
Oh my fucking
As the birds swarm around in the tornado. But yeah, so how many birds are you grabbing? You can just grab pretty much however many you want. So you have 3 right now, I think?
Yeah. I have only 2 more charges. Do we want 2 more, guys?
No. Keep it to 3. I don't think it's good to have multiple of these fuckers around.
And I make sure to pick out a not breeding pair. They are all one gender.
Alright, Tipper. I need Duncan to make me a knowledge and nature check to be able to tell.
Wait, can he?
Are you out there in the bushes with Duncan?
Would you
that
defer
one
to
out
me?
of the swarm?
Is it bad that I kind of want Duncan to fail this roll?
Yeah,
I do not want the people that we're taking these birds to have a breeding pair.
14? Okay, Duncan is unable to tell the
Do you ask me?
Yeah, I bring them back and I show you. I'm like,
He brings back
you clearly not have a breeding pair.
DC 15 nature check.
Can we talk real quick
I
about how awkward it is to
Alright,
grab a breeding pair of what used to be a sentient creature?
Wow.
Can I roll?
Yeah, there's a lot of body horror shit that we're just kind of not addressing.
I was just gonna roll 3d4, and then.
I was just gonna. Okay, the first one's a male.
Well, no, I
Second
tell you the
male.
difference between them. I check.
Yeah,
Look
well,
at that!
doesn't mean
Look at that! Duncan's skill!
3 male. Duncan.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Duncan didn't have a clue. He picked correctly though.
Yeah, 3. You have 3 male birds. 3 male.
Perfect.
Alright. You have 3 little birds.
I mean, they're killing each other at this point too. It's so fucked.
Yeah. Let's leave.
As like a foot floats by on
Let's
the river
leave.
of blood.
A foot? What the?
Yeah, a whole bird's foot just like floats down.
Oh, I was about to be like.
No, not a person's foot, a bird foot.
Are any of the roofs being damaged by these birds thrashing on top of them?
I mean, they're not landing on any of them. They're just kind of like getting close, and like everything's vibrating, and some shingles are falling off, but like they're not touching the buildings. They like are not landing at any point. If a bird touches the ground, it's because the other birds are pushing them down to eat them, and then the rest just kind of hover above them, biting.
So any bird on the ground is practically dead.
Yeah,
now, I have an idea, guys.
And the more that arrive, the more get pushed down and eat.
I have an idea. This is a dumbass idea. We could just draw more meat to thin their numbers enough to kill them.
That's not a terrible idea. Let's not do it in the middle of the town square, though.
I mean, can you think of a better area?
The issue is that no, you're right. I mean, it's probably you're right. You're right.
Is this the case?
Do we want to do this?
You want to be
Do we want to
be the hero?
Like thousands of birds?
I think it would be Monsoon pipes up. I think that these birds are clearly subjugating, and they may be. These don't look very natural to me. I mean, the fact that they're moving through, moving through the, like, wood means that they might have some kind of latent magical abilities. So I don't know if we should just kill them all because they, I mean, you know, they seem to be magical of some kind.
Here's my take.
Something's going on.
I took an oath against savagery. I don't think legs floating down the street is anything related to not, being civil.
I think Monsoon's actually going to be neutral here.
So my vote is to kill them all as much as we can.
I'm okay with this.
As the DM, I will give you. There are 76,500 birds that are able to reach this place through the trees.
What the fuck, Tipper?
And they're, you're welcome to stand and fight as many birds as you'd like.
No.
I will say
draw
that I
the
think
meat to create more swarm areas. So they kill each other.
You want a bigger
You
swarm?
I think the way you would approach that is you swarm every night for, like, months. You're gonna have to sit here for too long, Because once you swarm, like, how, I'll point to the swarm. How do you make that worse? Right?
There's
how do you
probably
get all of everyone
dead birds at this point as well? Like, it's a significant. It's only been like 5 minutes. Essentially, a bird dies every 10 seconds.
That's probably gonna last until morning, and then they're gonna fuck off. So, it's really just an endurance thing,
I'm really worried that if the swarm gets bigger, it may just keep persisting and might start
in the day. Well, that would be ideal.
How long
is
the night? Are we going 12 hours or like 9?
It's midnight, so it goes from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Okay.
So there's about 3 hours left of night.
Alright, you said about 1 every 10 seconds?
Yeah, so 360 hours.
So 12 times 60, that's 720 minutes.
But it's also like a logarithmic to a degree, because there's going to be less. Like, once you're through half of the birds, half of as many are going to die every
a night
second.
with one meat location, okay?
After a certain point, the thing is,
they get fed.
Once the pile is higher than the roof of that building, no more can really get down, because they just kind of start, like, swirling over the rooftop.
Yeah, and then they start eating each other. I mean, eating all the pile.
Yeah, do they clean up after themselves, or is it in the morning there's just a giant flesh?
There's gonna be a giant pile of bird shit and flesh, yeah. It's gonna be bad.
I don't think we're gonna be able to convince this population.
If you've ever seen a hawk leaves after an attack, that's what this is.
Hey guys, for months in a row, let's have your town square every day. We have to clean up your town square so that we can make a new fucking flesh pile.
No, but think of it. Think of it. If we do that, we could free this city. We could be heroes.
Essentially.
I think we gotta talk to the people of the city first.
I am actually against this. I think we could do so much harm.
What if we just, like, lured them out to a field with some chunks of meat and then, did it out there?
Wait, that's a great point. If we they can transport via plants, which is kind of like teleportation. So if we just let them, if we get like one fucking,
that's what a hawk generally leaves after it eats like a pigeon. So
if we get the what's it called?
Yeah.
If we get like a bird to find and follow us through the tree system to like a specific location, and then just put like infinite flesh there, maybe they'll start leading and it can turn into a cascade. And that would be ideal.
Consider the following, okay? We have an object that burns things. Elementally. We have a star and an ice bucket. We can clean up, it would be disgusting. It would be terrible.
We do need
But
to
we
kind
can
of
burn it all
if they're gonna
to
kill this
ash.
shit.
What the fuck is this?
But again, I don't think this is a great idea to do it in the middle of a town where incinerating, turning into
But if we
ground.
go into a field, they'll eventually learn that every night someone puts food down. We train the birds to come kill
Exactly.
No.
They would just cascade. You're right.
We
Now, I do have a bad, I have bad news. I have bad
counter session, and it's turned into let's fuck over the entirety of the bird population to save the orcs again.
Also, the birds may have been sentient before.
Now,
So
I
this
have
is
some
kind of
bad news.
also
The
genocide.
birds may be horribly cursed by an evil
Yeah.
bad druid king with a magic tower.
yeah, we can probably
carbonize
fix
them.
it by killing the
I
giant
don't
big guy.
think we need to commit another genocide, please.
I think we fuck off. Monsoon also is just like, let's just
Imagine
fuck
you
off.
guys pulling the star out, throwing it into the pile of birds, just carbonizing it. So
Well, no, I get fire immunity at the end of every night, and at the end of the swarm, I would just open the jar and burn everything in like a 100-foot radius of me, and then close it again.
just flamethrower them.
Now,
I
the
hate it
thing
because
with
there's
this,
a certain logic to it.
the issue that
Incinerating the mass
is we
graves.
train the strongest birds to survive and thrive in this. We will have to fight rock.
Yeah, the last birds are
rock
gonna be
hunters. Which then we
goated.
can send them to the Shadow Club. And then we
No.
kill the rock.
No,
Oh, that's a really good idea. I agree.
no more. The Shadow Plane is arguably about as dangerous as a Dread Plane at this point.
Probably work.
How many things have we dropped in there just never to deal with it again?
At least 3 things at this point.
Grass isn't there anymore.
Yeah, the
Rock
Tarrasque got
like
brought back out.
elemental
Yeah.
prince. What's the third?
There was like, yeah, you sent the Chaos Rock in there a second time.
Yeah, it didn't make it.
There was a really big like lizard thing that got sent at some point, but it was just like it was just a big lizard. It wasn't that important. It was one of the first times Andy plane shifted something, and it didn't really matter because it was just like a lizard monster. But it was really funny when it was the Rock that was like attacking you guys on like an airship.
God damn. This has been a session.
But yeah, we could either do nothing and let them continue to live their lives as is. It's a pretty stable life. It just kind of sucks. Or we could try to attempt to improve and then probably make it a lot worse.
It's gotta get worse before it can get better. Alright, so you guys just, you're leaving?
Rhyme's been heading towards the.
Rhyme saw
Yes.
the swarm and was like, nah, fuck that.
Listen, if you can get my bones to physically vibrate, I'm not about it. That was a natural vibration, and Rhyme was not having it.
Yeah, the air is vibrating, your teeth are like shaking in your mouth.
He is also very aware he is a lot of flesh.
A lot of flesh.
Listen, the birds, that's how they do them.
Just give up your flight. Daddy.
You don't even have calcium bones.
I
You're
also
not
don't
even
have fly.
Dude, you're star sludge. You're just fucking sparkly stars like slime.
And the birds don't want to eat me.
God damn it. This shouldn't work.
Also, Monsoon, you're a druid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you not like them?
What do you mean?
Why are you normal? Like a normal druid, not a giant weird bird?
He turns to terrifying beholders on regular occasion.
You think those birds are druids? What leads you to that conclusion? Just because they move through trees doesn't mean that they're druids. Not necessarily.
Do you see any druids in this land that was once filled with druids and,
Not filled with birds.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever met a druid on this plane. The only other druids I met were native to Arborea. So, why am I not like them? I mean, they don't look like druids, so... Why? Can you see them? Do they look different in True Sight or something like that?
Yeah, what do they look like? What do they look like?
In character, yeah.
In True Sight, they look like big birds.
Yep.
It would be really funny of me to say that they look like people flapping their wings and stuff and like buzzing around, but no, they look like big birds. Whatever they were before they were big birds, they're big birds now.
Big burbs.
Yeah.
Burp.
Burb.
I think legitimately, Arimon's probably the only one who could make that.
Yeah. Arimon can make that connection, but nobody else really. Arimon's the only one that's actively dealt with the druids, and like every druid they've worked with has been like had birds.
I'm sure the Constantine is perfectly fine.
A lot of pretty much every player character that's been like a druid had a pet bird.
Yeah.
They're pretty nice. Were pretty nice, I suppose.
There's just been a lot of birds in the orc campaign, now that I think about it. Just in general.
Also something that Arimon would have noticed that not being a lot of around, the Pegasus.
Oh, yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, there's no Pegasus for the Pegasi plane.
Yeah. The place literally named after how many Pegasus there were. You've not seen a single Pegasus the entire time you've been traveling by train.
I wonder if the birds ate them all.
That'd be a damn shame.
Anyway.
Alright, you take your 3
Nature is
birds and
cruel.
you head out of town as the flock just hums around the tops of rooftops, shingles vibrating as thousands of birds cyclone around the town square, consuming each other.
You know,
And you make it back to the train.
I like to think we make it town to town. I'm trying to make everything better. I don't think we actually help this town at all.
I gave you an option to help this town. It's gonna take months.
I was all for this plan.
I don't think we should kill off. I mean, I know of invasive species. I think I'm gonna take a stand that I think Monsoon would be like, invasive species are bad. You can like nature and still be like, yeah, these need to die.
As the son of a naturalist who specialized in invasive species, I agree with you.
So I think Monsoon would be on board with it. However, he'd be like, actually doing the deed though, maybe there needs to
Nobody
be some
wants to
kind
be
of
the one to
abstraction.
carbonize the pigeon.
I'll do
What do
it.
you mean?
I'll have to do it.
He's doing his oath against savagery.
I don't want to do it. Someone else will have to do some of the other pieces that are more about killing than about, what's the word?
Well, Duncan
Making less harm.
is our local blender
Holy
expert.
shit.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Tabletop's
think-
officially lagging.
I got it.
I think this is a case is if people want to deal with it, I think
We should talk to the town first.
is not going to be a part of this. This just feels wrong. Oh, I hate that. I hate that so much.
I like that.
that's funny.
Oh shit. They're leaving.
The blender.
In all honesty, I
leave it
think,
into the void.
Guys, hear me out, right? These are Megalodon. What if
I'm talking about.
we get a tornado and put them all inside of a tornado?
No.
We are not having
It can't be a
fucking-
tornado. It has to be a whirlpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta reverse it because they're flying. Yeah.
Oh, true.
This could work.
There's a whirlpool of fucking crows.
Flush them.
Exactly. Flush 'em.
There's already a lot of blood.
Oh my god.
And then
I
we
just
get
thought
like
of something.
actual megalodons to come and clean up the. Now we don't even need the fire. Just gets returned to the ocean.
Listen, I know a perfect whirlpool tornado location full of flying fish in a tornado. You can send them.
You know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe you're onto something. Fish have a great smell. You just open a gate somehow from here to there, and just let them fly.
Well, we first need to get like a single tree that is at least large, like in the middle, in the place where we want to put the birds to arrive. Plus, I don't even know if you could let like a bird. You can't like transport. These probably aren't super cooperative with another, so they don't probably transport via plants each other very often. Which means I don't think they're going to be able to follow each other.
Wait. I actually have a counter to that. Because more started showing up out of the tree after they started chirping. So I think they can hear through the trees. Or there's some sort of communication we're unaware of.
This only just reaffirms the idea that they're actually druids, because it's important to note that behind every blade of grass in the Orcish Kingdom was druids who could hear and see through plants. It wasn't really exactly a communist utopia, it was more of an Orwellian dystopia. Which
so
explains why the fuck they can hear and see through plants.
So we would need to bring a bird to the sky whales, have there be a tree there, and then all shit breaks loose.
You want to get banned from Wilfred? That's an easy path. Kill a sky whale.
Hey, another thing that I'd like to point out to you, right? The birds rely on sight, right? What do the trees do now? They glow and they light up the ground.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
the birds can see you. But it makes it harder for you to look up and see the birds.
There's also the
I
carnivorous
hate how well this
plants.
is thought up.
That hasn't been brought up yet.
Well, you guys didn't go out into the water.
Yeah, we didn't go into the swamp.
Yeah.
It gets
Kipper wrote
worse.
up some really good plant monsters, like plant things that I,
You know how
I
Ampu
think...
was burying things in water to make water gems?
Oh no.
What if you use biomancy to make a plant that would make gems automatic?
Skipper, just design a dungeon.
No. I will make concepts for count to you. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
make a hard
it's
dungeon
great.
because a hard dungeon means you can beat it.
The plants are great because I can just do. Oh yeah, no. Now you walk into random plants in the Orcish Kingdom, you might just happen to be one of the ones that eats you.
It's also
Or
why they
birds.
go, by the way. Those are the gemstones of dead people.
No.
Some of those houses might be empty now.
Anyway, we're getting off topic. No one knows that truth. We'll find it ourselves. Yeah, it's really, do we want to try to solve this problem? And I think, I mean, like, they have a civilization that at least somewhat functions. It just kind of sucks they don't have 12 hours a day to go outside, but like...
It's, night. 8 of those hours, they're probably going to be sleeping anyways.
This is a secondary that is more out of character. If we go through with this, we're basically killing off the druid population again.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be honest here. Unless we wait 1,000 years, the druid population is, like, isn't coming back. Unless you, like, you might get it back if you go on a quest to kill Merlin, but even then, like, who the fuck knows? They might just go berserk at that point.
That could be the second orc campaign.
Yeah. Kill 6 billion fucking birds.
Oh, that's good. I'm in a good mood.
I don't like that number you use, bro. Jesus.
That's a lot more than my 74,000 birds.
Well, that's just in the area.
That's how many druids there were, so that's how many birds there are.
Oh. Well, then at 74,000, that's not bad.
I just based off of how many farmers there were in Ohio when I decided how many druids there were. And that's just how many birds there are. Yeah, I use real numbers to decide things. So I'm like, how many would there be? Well, I'd say 74,000.
That means it's a very reasonable thing that we could kill this off in like 2 or 3 months of consistent effort.
Yeah.
Yeah, in all honesty, if Duncan and the Gregorius worked together, we could probably do it. It would be less efficient, but we could do it.
You could do it because you'd just be able to move Duncan around with your carriages and stuff, get him to where he needs to go. Like,
plus, yeah.
But yeah,
plus,
no, with the group, it would be very possible to, if you guys sat down and were like, we're going to dedicate these many months to doing this, you could do it, for sure.
Now, before we do any of that, do we have time requirements for anything?
You don't have no time things on any of your quests.
That's what I mean. Like,
no, yeah.
We could fuck around and find out. I say we decide at a later date. I don't want to get Alice. I guess even that will just mostly be a time skip, but it's really just need Alice.
If you guys want to fight birds, then I would make a special bird encounter just to see how many you can kill in like 10 rounds, and then that's how long we'd be able to go. Okay, now this is how long it'll take you to kill the rest of the birds. Because if they start coming, they don't stop coming until they get bored. So if you just keep killing them, there's more food.
Yeah, I mean, we just need to start it off.
Exactly. It just needs a spark.
Every 4 rounds, I hit 300 birds with my fucking death laser. My 100-foot long, my 150-foot
and here's the
draconic death beam.
We could just take a body, one of the many bodies that we'll get, and just put it in a bag of holding for the next night, and then rinse and repeat. Like, we don't even need to buy more bait.
That sounds pretty efficient.
This is plausible. We could do this. I feel we could do this.
Yeah.
Now, the question is, are we committing?
I think I'm leaning towards no.
I, as the DM, have a thought that I would have as a player that I will share with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know of these birds exist. What if, you leave them be, and then, at some point, maybe you have to do something, and you just open a gate, and you lure the birds swarm. Just send the birds.
Just kill something by a bird.
Yeah.
That's
maybe there's some place you'll have to go later that has a lot of stuff in it, and you don't want to deal with all of it, so you just unleash the bird.
Plus, I imagine, they have like some kind of scrying through like plants, right? Can they spot other ones? Like, if I just turn into a bird next to a tree, will they see me?
Okay, so they can only do it through specific. That's their restriction. It's the mango tree. Those are the trees that
so we just gotta bring at least a sapling worth of it.
Yeah. As long as it's within, I think it's on my sheet, 120 or 100. It's 120 or 150 feet of one of those trees. They have sight of it. And it's not just one of them has sight of it. They all have sight of it.
That tree could be anywhere? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
So,
I know you can see out of it.
They can't look at a different tree.
Intelligence.
They see from
their brains all over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a hive mind. But a very dumb hive mind.
So if we have a sapling and it looks at a different tree that is big enough for them to manifest through, they can go through that other tree, or
No, they can only go through the mangroves as well.
only through the
I mean,
sapling.
what I could do.
So we need to get like a wait, hear me out. What if I turn into one of these trees though?
Can you do that?
I mean,
It is not a creature, but if you can turn it into just a plant,
I can turn into plants. Yeah.
then yes. This is just you could turn in one of those things. Yes. The moment you did that...
Wait, I have like a domain expansion now. I can just turn into one of these trees and I'm fucking billion fucking birds come out of fucking nowhere. What the fuck?
I had no idea you could turn into plants, but yeah, if you can turn into plants...
Okay, I'm learning two
restrictions on this,
forms
so-
while we're here. I think we should stay here for at least as long as I learn how to turn into one of these trees, and I want you to learn how to turn into one of these birds.
You gotta write that down. You can't lose that information. Put that in your
As
character sheet.
like a bullshit strategy, you keep it in the pocket.
Can someone spell the name of this tree?
Yeah,
Mangrove.
it's
a mangrove.
MANGLOW.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just instead of mangrove, it's
Mangrove.
manglow. Yeah.
Got it.
That's amazing. That is actually...
I didn't realize you could. I mean, another tree? Surely it doesn't work.
No, it does. 100%. There's no reason why it wouldn't. That's the
So
rule
yeah,
set in
because
place.
travel via plants is literally one plant connects to another plant of all identical plants.
Yeah. And
That's
that's
so dank.
It's why Merlin
Yeah.
traveled through a rat.
Yeah, it's that's why they do this and why it got these it's these plants specifically. It's all the new things that have come into the world since it got dark that is part of this. That's amazing. So unintended, but I love that so much. That Monsoon's like, but wait a minute.
Monsoon might
can
not
be
have
the
found
bird.
his champion powers, but he did find something pretty nice.
I mean, I have like champion powers one time. I guess I gotta figure out how many birds. We gotta run a test run on these just to see how many birds come out in one round.
I mean, I could do that. We could just, as we're driving.
Okay.
But it needs to be controlled. And like, what if it's like 1,000? What if like
it's one bird around. I'll
Oh, it's only one?
bird
Okay.
One bird around can come out, but also still, that's one
It's like
300
infinite.
health point megalodon bird around. Like you're spewing a flying megalodon out each round.
This is actually gonna be a lot more useful if it's only one around. From now on, I'm just gonna start spamming these.
Then we'll have to put
Then
them
baleful
out.
polymorph them into
No,
normal
no.
birds.
This will be good till the thing we need to deal with is dead, and then we have like 3 megalodons to deal with.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter for Monsoon because Monsoon's a fucking tree. And
No,
they're not
what
gonna
I'm
kill
gonna
a
do
tree.
is after we're done
Yeah.
using them or whatever, if any are left alive, I can just turn them into normal, smaller ones. Afterwards, like I don't think I'm ever gonna summon more than like 6 of these.
You
Anyways,
gotta catch the birds.
We
before
just
they
get
escape.
more and more.
I can just
fucking
baleful
fun.
polymorph them. I have spells for that now.
Welcome back, you're human.
It's really fun.
Well, my point is that they're going to dodge any extermination from the big ones, and if there was ever any spell that turned them back to their quote true forms unquote, they would still be alive for it. They'd just be normal ass birds. Well, I guess they might not be alive for it because they probably live less long. Maybe I turn them into fucking cockatiels or something like that. Some really long-lived bird, like a parrot or something. Maybe.
Flash!
No, it's
Well, they're just birds. They're just gonna learn how to be a different fucking bird. Imagine being turned into a smarter bird.
Oh my
God,
god.
can you imagine if they were fucking Raven?
How many hit dice does a large one of these mango trees have?
Let me see.
Alright, Count. That's a freebie.
A normal tree has 5d10.
5d10?
5 hit dice? That's freebie.
It is a large tree.
Chipper, you're exactly on the money.
Alright.
That is exactly how that works. That's why
Yep.
some of these trees grow on rooftops.
Yep. That's fine.
Did you guess some lore?
Chipper
Because
suggested
of the-
something that was exactly the same thought process I had.
Yeah, we're probably gonna need to put these down afterward.
The
Chipper realized it would be bad to let the birds go loose.
The birds. Like, if we lose sight of a couple of them, we don't want to lose sight of a couple of them.
It would be bad in a more densely populated area, for sure.
Like, if a tree like this grew in Goldenberg,
Well, we just need to, like, put some kind of, like, flesh out for them to attack after, like, they kill any primary targets. Or they'll just start attacking us most of the time, right?
Here, I think they can explain. They've realized something.
We show a little bit of flesh.
These trees cannot leave this kingdom.
Oh, the seeds?
That grew in
Yeah.
Goldenberg, then they'd be exterminated within a day.
yeah.
You have to understand, like, as long as Laura...
The Talons are there.
Yeah, no. Goldenberg is not the one I'm worried about. I'm not worried about the big cities. I'm worried about anywhere else.
If I'm a tree, can I control, like, not dropping seeds?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
So, okay. Here's my thought process that I had.
Would the seeds be
The
like
birds
my
like to
children?
eat the fruit of the trees.
No.
And you know how it's tree spread, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. These things.
Bird shit. Yep.
The tree. That's actually
The
OP
one
as fuck.
infused boat.
Wait, that's
Like, this is
so
a plague
fucking bad.
upon the world.
Yeah, we need to make sure their guts don't get anywhere they shouldn't. Do we need to burn anywhere that these birds touch?
All I'm thinking about
Oh my
right now
God.
is getting a seed, start growing like a little tiny sapling, and then gifting it to a nation as a present.
That is an Arimon maneuver. I'm just gonna be honest.
The day of it's like imagine how long these trees
The
take to
fucking
actually turn to
Your
large.
heir, Dwarven Emperor, I'm so sorry about killing your previous emperor. Have this little tree as a token of.
It stays barren for decades before it finally reaches large, and one day, fucking round out round, large fucking megalodons fly out.
No. I have to agree. I have to agree with Count. The long con is Erida.
Yeah.
Arimon's not the long con.
Yeah, that's an Erida maneuver.
Yeah, Erida's like, in this sense, this is the peace offering to some, like, the Empire.
Can you imagine?
Prime this in the Royal Gardens as a truce.
Here you go, Silver King. This is our peace offering. I'm sorry we went to war. I hope that this peace treaty that'll last 40 years will only last 40 years. I will be back, but in the meantime, I hope your generation flourishes.
Here's a crisis.
So,
The slow cook on the crisis.
It's evil as
at
fuck.
some point, are we going to realize this and just not bring?
Guys.
Okay, at this point, are we exterminating them?
No,
I
no,
mean-
guys, I know what to do, right? I know what to do. We get a sapling and we just plant it in the Dread Realm.
Oh, yeah. They could just kill themselves off. We don't even need to do anything else.
It's two birds with one stone.
If we just put the tree in the right place here, like, these things would just kill themselves.
I fucking hate you, puppet. It's almost.
Nah, the birds would eventually run. Surely they have some amount of empathy to be like, oh, every bird that's ever gone through that tree has died.
They have one intelligence.
Yeah. They are literally beasts.
They're cursed. They have one intelligence.
That's so fucked.
What if we
They
just
don't
put
know
all
they
of the...
died. They can see food.
What if we just put all the cursed stuff in one dread domain?
You know what? I say we get sent to Curse Strahd with the seed, and we say, fuck you, buddy, and leave.
You know, maybe it is best for
Does that
these
work
souls
across
to just
dimensions?
leave the material plane.
And that's what we'll call it for the night. With
I think we kill the
contemplating the birds.
Yeah.
I think
Do we have a moral
kill the bird.
obligation to genocide all these birds?
I think at
mean-
this point we do.
Is there ever a moral obligation to genocide
Shut
in
the
these
fuck up.
campaigns?
Is there...
It's
Hold on.
true. It's
The
true.
person who can't say anything.
Can't we just fuck off?
Can I further refine that? Is there any reason not to genocide the orcs again?
They're already getting
No.
genocided.
This isn't the orcs.
I'm
This
glad
is the
someone
druid.
said it.
If we genocide anyone again, can we just do it on the high elves this time?
Oh my god! Oh no! No! Do you know what this is? Kel, I will send you a character sheet. There is a terrorist, an eco-terrorist, that is like a crazy fucking orc druid who just wants revenge, man. He plants the trees wherever he hates and just lets it cook, dude.
There you
They're
go.
playing the long gone, man.
Genocide the birds. Oh man, I don't know.
You got a week.
Look, man, if we stick these birds on the elves, I'll be okay with letting them stick around.
No.
Really?
No, here's the thing.
I am
Here's
not
the
Prince
thing.
kidding.
is an orc at heart. He just wants elves dead.
I mean, okay, here's
no.
my thing. I have no pity for the drow. I hate the high elves. If I was told I can only kill the elves or the drow, I'll pick the high elves every time.
But they're all
that's all it
trees.
is. Yeah, and
The birds won't eat them. They're trees.
The
Damn.
birds aren't gonna eat them.
damn.
And I'm pretty sure most of the drow are spiders.
Yeah, the
And I
birds
don't
aren't
know
going to eat them either. They're
Damn.
not interested in bug. They want flesh.
Got it. I have to find the biggest fucking fire elemental I can
You
find.
have to find a
Yeah.
bug, like a beaver swarm, some kind of
Beaver swarm. Yes!
I'm sure if you look around the fucked up biomancy area here, you'll eventually find some cursed combination.
I need to find some beavers.
Alright. I have to go to bed?
Hold on, Count.
I-
Can I do one thing before we go to...
Yeah.
You said there's a lot of corpses around of these things, right?
Are you going to...
No!
I want an undead one. I want an undead hummingbird.
Alright, as you're sitting there, you know, the moon, which a moment ago was partway through the sky, you watch as it turns black, and just this ring of white, you know, around the outside of it glows. And then one of the birds, the bones, its body melts into this black sludge and then rises as a black skeletal hummingbird. And
There
it
we go.
just walks forward towards Arimon and stands there at attention. And that's where we'll leave session on.
Armand, you're forgetting the tree too. You need a pet.
Oh shit! I've
tree?
done that before. Well, the tree would have to be dead. We could turn it into a cart, and then I could raise dead the cart.
Could you imagine?
You know,
now the
you wouldn't
undead
be able to look through
bird
the tree
goes to
through.
the undead cart.
Well, can't the...
Oh my god.
I need to go to fuck to
Do you
bed.
think the undead bird's still connected to the hive mind? Do we have an insight?
I mean, you can ask it, man.
We'll
It's right
deal with
there.
that next time. We'll deal with that next time. That's,
These birds.
that's when we start getting too deep if we do that tonight. Too deep into
Okay,
the
I need to
sauce.
go
We can't do that tonight. Yeah. I also
I
gotta
need to
go
go
to
to
bed
bed.
tonight. Good night,
Alright,
everybody.
Thanks for the
What a
session,
fun
Cal.
time.
Thank you. I love you being able to turn into just a tree. That's you
I didn't think that was gonna be a linchpin
today.
tonight.
You could turn
Hold
into,
on.
and it's great.
Cal, before you go to bed, I need to share my screen real quick because I did not expect this to go where this is going right now.
Also, count I could have turned into this tree from like day one. But as soon as I had Master of Many Forms, I could turn into this tree like pretty much.
Oh, the Four Lord puppet. Yeah, the tree was so. The moment you said you could turn into it, I was like, oh no.
Okay. Have a good night.
Also, wait,
Good night. Yeah?
If the drow are spiders, and these things are birds that just love meat, wouldn't they still eat spiders?
They don't really recognize spider as meat.
I mean, have you ever tried to eat a spider before? There's not a lot there. And it's usually poisonous as shit.
Yeah, that's also true. They are full of venom. But yeah, the spiders just aren't really that. There aren't a lot of drow or spiders in the Orcish Kingdom, so the birds don't recognize that as like food. They'd probably still try to eat it, but it wouldn't be as like exciting. Yeah.
Fair enough, I guess.
It's just that they don't recognize it, so why would they eat it, you know?
Fair enough.
Finishing.
What a fun time, man.
That was very good. Houston, as usual.